Do you have an impression that's a favorite of yours that is not a favorite of anyone else? Like, say, the audience, or is it too obscure?
Yeah, I did Albert Brooks for a long time, actually. And it just killed me when I sort of eventually had to stop doing because the audience just wasn't in tune. Because his early films that he wrote and directed and starred in are some of my favorite also of
Lost
all
in
time.
America.
Lost in America is
I just saw Modern Romance
good as
again
it
the
gets.
other night.
Modern Romance
Oh, gosh.
is the one that, you know, so many people missed who loved. But Lost in America, I mean, the scene with Gary Marshall.
Oh, yeah.
When he tries to get the money
back from
his
the casino.
wife. Yeah. So I just love him to death. And I used to do this thing where I would bring up someone from the audience and improvise the Albert Brooks show, which was a talk show. At that point, they were giving out talk shows every other day. And so I thought, you know, it'd be nice if we could have our favorite people to have their own talk show. So Albert was mine, and I would bring someone up. And it was it was improvised, but it was a little controlled because I was prepared no matter what they said,
Right.
you know, that I was going to attack them, basically. And the way it worked was, if you want to play along,
Sure.
I would say, so I would literally bring the person out of the audience and sit them next to me on stage. And this is exciting. Thank you very much for being here. You're on the Albert Brooks Show. And what is it you do for a living?
I do radio, actually.
Really?
Yes.
You do radio?
Yes.
That's incredible. So that's exciting. All right, we'll be right back. Come on! You do radio. This was a television show. Nobody cares. Help me out. You go back to your table. You have a life. My career's in the toilet. And then big smiles. Welcome back. We were kidding off the air. She's a killer, this one. So you were telling me before that you do radio.
Yes.
That's exciting. What do you do actually in radio?
I do news.
You do news? Really?
I'm a newsreader.
You are a newsreader.
Yes.
I didn't know. That's
Yes.
great. We'll be right back. Come on! You read the news. What is that? I have a bird in a cage. He reads the news. Nobody cares. I'm dead. You understand ratings? Maybe not. TV, it matters. Welcome back.
Hey there. Hello. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Ladies. Bob and Tom. Christy Lee from the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Ace Cosby.
Hey.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello, testing. Okay, we're all good.
All right, you're discombobulated. You're all combobulated. You're all set.
Getting organized over here.
Nothing can go wrong now.
No, it's been a day of disorganization so far, but we're getting ready now.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know how you're never ready, but it's showtime in life, no matter what happens. Yeah, that's how I feel today. But we're going to move forward.
Your music is playing.
Okay, really?
Yep.
I hear something
jazz
somewhere.
in the background.
Albert Brooks isn't dead, is he?
No.
Well, who?
Okay. Just sometimes when we do these opening things lately, it's been in tribute to somebody who has passed away.
Bobby Sherman's song.
Oh, sorry.
It growls.
I just wanted to make sure.
Do you think there's some correlation between who we talk about and people dying?
That has happened, but I think... but lately things have just been, oh, yeah, he passed away. Well, we have that bit of him. Let's go ahead and play it. So...
Yeah, well, the guy we just played is still alive.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, okay.
Kevin Powell and Albert Brooks are both,
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
Very confusing, and
At
I
least
apologize.
as far as we know.
Yeah, I'm sure they're both fine.
Yeah, it's
Big fan of both.
You
For
know?
news to make it from L.A. to,
Okay, in today's
Pacific
world.
time, it's a whole nother ballgame. You don't know what's going on in L.A. right now.
What I dislike about the celebrity obits lately, it's they always the second name in them is always the publicist.
Oh, I haven't. I don't really
really?
read them, so I don't.
Jack Smithers passed away, according to his publicist. And the
I see.
guy's name.
That's their final job.
Yeah. According to the publicist who said, "quote This one's a freebie."
Okay,
or he'll be getting billed for this. This will
Publicists
come
have
out of
to-
the estate.
Publicists have to work too,
Right.
and they obviously have an opening for a client
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah.
Great way to advertise.
Josh Arnold PR needs more clients. You don't know that.
So as far as I know, there are no obits today.
Okay.
Well,
No, I don't think there are no obits.
But I mean,
Yeah.
is there something in sports I don't know about?
Famous? No. I've got a couple of guys that wish they were dead, but.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's move forward here.
Oh, and we had a fight yesterday. I didn't know. To me, as a kid and being a Washington at the time Redskins fan, Washington and Dallas, that as far as rivalries go, that was my centerpiece. I had no idea the Cubs and the Cardinals hate each other. Had no idea.
That's a strong one.
And until I met you, really, how deep that hate goes. But they fought again yesterday.
They did.
Cubs at the Cardinals, yeah. They had to separate them, and people are yelling and screaming. And
All right.
Players or fans?
Players, yeah, people in the crowd.
Oh,
Well,
man.
They were in St. Louis.
You don't. You're not going to get into that story about the fan and the.
Oh, yelling at the guy why he missed, and turns out his mom died?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to get into that, Tom, but thanks for mentioning it. And
No, you were alluding to it.
no, I wasn't. I was talking about the Cubs and the Cardinals.
Okay.
Well, what's that story? Because we have enough now just to be.
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean? No.
You can't do that to us.
Video of a 22-year-old White Sox fan who got tossed out of Tuesday's game between the Sox and the Diamondbacks being confronted by Diamondbacks manager Torey Lovallo has been uncovered. There is also a video of the fan being removed from the ballpark by security. During the Diamondbacks' 4-1 win over the Sox on Tuesday, second baseman Ketel Marte, the one-man Parte, was brought to tears after a fan yelled something about his mom, who passed away in a car accident in the Dominican Republic in 2017.
Oh, I wonder, was the fan aware or?
Yeah.
It was a
Presumably,
shot.
don't you think?
It was a legitimate shot at him. The guy knew
Gotcha.
that his mom was dead.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Man.
And Lovello, the manager, defending his player, can be heard saying, "You dumb F, his mom died. You dumb F."
Because if it's one of those things like, "Hey, I slept with your mother last night,"
Yeah.
why would he?
Have you seen that? Tim Robinson? Is that it? I forget. You have to leave now. He's being teased by his coworkers.
Oh, no, I don't.
And this guy said, "Hey, I slept with your mom last night." He goes, "Wait a minute. You slept with mom last night?" And he calls his dad and he goes, "Dad, I got good news and bad news. Good news is mom's alive. Bad news is she's sleeping with my boss." So, he takes the whole thing seriously. Okay. Now,
Well, we do have an obituary or two, I'm sorry to say.
I looked it up. All I got, what'd you get?
we just quickly looked up obituaries while I was
I got
doing
some
that.
83-year-old Singaporean food critic.
Oh, no, I didn't know. I've got Deputy Cletus Hogg and the Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh.
Rick Hurst, actor.
Yeah.
Rick, that name's familiar. Yeah. Okay.
Also, he was in The Line of Fire, Steel Magnolias, Murder, She Wrote.
He stole Steel Magnolias. as
Yeah,
far
he
as I
really
can
was.
see.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cletus Hogg.
That's his name? Oh, no, that was his name in
that's
Duke.
Yeah, there was Boss Hogg, right?
Right.
And,
What did they do with the General Lee and the Dukes of Hazzard as far as the roof of the car goes? Have they done anything about that?
I don't think so.
The rebel flag
I don't know.
on the top of their
I know
car?
that I think there's several versions of it that are on tour at various car shows.
Yeah.
By the way, also in the obituary column, Lalo Schifrin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's sad.
Anyone know
Who
that?
the hell's that?
One of the greatest
Music composer,
themes of all time.
Mission Impossible theme.
Yeah.
That's
That is one of the greatest of all
Have
time.
you seen the dog videos online where a puppy dog is sneaking across the kitchen trying to get a treat off the counter and you hear dun 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 dun.
yeah, that is a really good song, and of course it's employed in the current version of Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah, it has to be. Yeah.
That and on the same note, one of the most famous themes, the James Bond theme. Apparently, they've picked the director of the next James Bond film, but not the new James Bond.
Right.
So
Until they realize their mistake and choose Idris Elba, I have nothing to do with the James Bond movies. If they want me back, they'll choose Idris.
yeah, but you haven't
didn't
liked
care for
any of the recent ones anyway.
No, I didn't. You're right. Daniel Craig,
Really?
big bore.
Oh, come on.
Bore.
With the Javier Bardem, that one?
Javier Bardem?
Javier Badushki?
when they
Oh, that's just Javier Bardeschi.
Was I close?
where he's blonde in that one.
Oh, I
right?
love that villain in that. I
You
love
like
him
that
as,
one?
Oh, he's
All
the
right.
greatest. When his first appearance in that, wow.
The one where Daniel Craig dies.
Is that
Spoiler
Firefall?
alert. The villain in that is called the Eye or something.
Yeah. On a motorcycle.
Yeah, he's on a motorcycle. And yeah, you guessed it. He has one big eye. That's the villain.
I like the one where he gets the car back.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, the Aston Martin.
Yeah, he gets the car
Well, the
back.
last
They
one
go to
has
this. They go to this garage, and there it is.
That's real.
Well, it's fun. Come on.
I guess. He's in the last one shooting people up with the machine guns coming out of the headlights.
Yeah, I mean, you got the best part of those movies is when he gets the gadgets. Pay attention, Mr. Bond.
Do pay attention. James Bond's messing around. They're trying to tell him stuff.
Do bring this one back in one piece, please.
I was talking about the girl.
Yeah, Bond girls didn't have the longest shelf life.
Nope.
No.
For one reason or another.
Now,
Did he ever marry?
Yeah.
He did?
He did.
Doesn't he in the Pierce Brosnan one?
Oh.
And then she's quickly offed, and then, yeah.
Okay.
And then it's personal, right? One
Something
of those
like
deals.
that.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure I care anymore, but
Fair enough.
about the Bond
Idris
movies.
Elba, you'd care, baby.
Okay.
That guy.
Bond is white.
Coming up in the news, we have a significant news.
Expect that.
Significant news.
He couldn't stand it.
Thank you.
In the theater, just screaming.
Thank you, Deputy Hogg.
It's his first appearance.
Coming up, we have news from the world of color.
Oh, good.
Is there like a new one? Remember, didn't they try to do that to us?
It's been in the news, but it's
damn story again.
It's a variation.
no, it's not the one.
It's
Not the new green, whatever it was.
Okay.
Not the color that they've invented scientifically. It's it kind of is.
They did.
Yeah, but it's not the one we did a couple of weeks ago. This is a new thing in the world, or a lack of color, perhaps could be stated. Right now, I want to remind you that the best way to listen to our show, of course, is however you want to, but you can listen to it on those Raycon earbuds.
Yeah, if you're not listening with the Raycon earbuds, you're missing lots of subtle stuff that we're having fun with. Am I right, Josh?
You are, sorry.
Yeah, damn right. Right. What's going on? See, you hear that in your Raycon earbuds. Premium audio that goes where you go. Raycon's latest model, better than ever. 32-hour battery life and multi-point connectivity. You can pair two devices at once. And their quick charge function, some say it's magic. 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery. And Raycons also have active noise cancellation. And Raycons start about half the price of other premium audio brands, and they come in all the colors. And Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom to get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. Right now, Raycon offering 15% off their best-selling everyday earbuds. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick. Coming up, we have your letters. We also have an update on the average allowance a kid gets in the United States of America.
Interesting.
Do your kids get allowance?
We tried to implement that, and that didn't work. We kind of let it go.
Oh, okay.
But it's interesting how many people do it, and this reminds me maybe it's time to do it again. The number's a bit staggering. I was quite surprised.
It was $70K a year, something like that. Is that what I'm feeling?
The three-jar system where you have savings, charity, and then you have, spending money, whatever you want to spend your money on.
Yeah, I need to implement all of these things. Also, we have weird news from Armenia involving the prime minister's penis. I'm not kidding.
Do we get to see that too?
You may, and the reason is religious. It's so weird. I may have to wake Bob up and tell him what's happening in Armenia, his home country, of course. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Tom here, along with comedian Ryan Singer, and we've been talking about Ryan's car, which has got, I believe, 298,000 miles on it. And this is a beautiful machine. It's obviously taken him all across the country many times. And Ryan would like to sell it, so I'm going to try to help him do that. I've not tried the car yet, but let's give it a quick review.
Let's check it out.
Now, what year is this?
99. The driver's side handle's broken off, so you either can go in through the back seat or
Wait a minute. I think I can get it.
You want me to open it?
Wait a minute. You have to open it from the inside, I think.
So, yeah.
But
as long as you have a friend with you most of the time,
no problem. I'm
have them open the door for you.
Kind of warm today here. Does this thing have AC?
Yeah, AC works.
Nice.
And
nice.
maybe I'll take that out so it stops beeping unless you want to crank it up. And there's a CB. I don't have it hooked up yet, but
you got a CB. Nice.
There's a CB radio. This you can see.
CB, the original social network.
You can see.
What's your CB handle again?
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
So forever in the same 3 to 5 mile radius at the exact same time. Maybe we'll chat on channel 19. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is a test. Monster Hunter testing the CB. I'm getting a lot of action right now. Well, does the CB come with the car?
CB comes with the car. Not a lot of drivers around chatting right now. That's the problem.
Freeway's only about 300 yards that way. I think there'd be quite a lot of action.
Yeah, they're probably it's probably a slow day out there, you know.
Okay.
The radio does work. CD player, as you can see. That was a CD right
nice.
there.
That's nice.
Little Captain Beefheart is in there right now.
Oh, wow, that's sophisticated.
Yeah, and so it's got an auxiliary plug for an iPhone or an Android or something like that.
Did you install this radio? This is aftermarket?
Yeah, I installed the radio and the CB because the factory stopped working. Glove box opens and locks. There's a GPS. Hey, I'll even throw that GPS in there. It's a Garmin.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
Now, can we get a shot of the actual dashboard to see the mileage?
Oh, yeah, let's see what we're at. That's
297, 870 miles.
So by the end of next week after the tour, I'll be over 280, 298.
Wow, so this is about to approach 300,000 miles. Motor sounds great. And this is a 99. 99. This is a Camry
LE.
A Camry LE.
Four-cylinder.
Four-door. Okay, well, let's continue the tour, shall we?
Okay.
Once again, we're taking a tour of this beautiful 99 Camry, 298,000 miles on it. Let's head back here. Nice, it's got the electric window thing to keep the ice off the back window.
Gas door. Nope.
Good looking trunk.
Yeah, trunk's got
a lot of trunk space in here.
Yeah. Oh, we don't need.
Oh, here. Oh, Jesus.
We don't need. Trunk's got lots of room. Lots of room. Everything that comes in the trunk comes with the car. That's the deal. It's up. Oh, that's a weird. It's a weird tick on the engine. Yeah,
okay,
you need to turn that.
That's Ryan Singer's car. Now, if you'd like to make an offer on that, how does this work, Ryan?
They can reach me on my website, ryansingercomedy.com, or email ryansingercomedy@gmail.com. Make me an offer. I'll take the best offer I can get.
And this is for real. This car is for sale, and it comes with everything in it, except probably the chick you had locked in the trunk.
Yeah, or the luggage. The luggage in the trunk.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
I feel like I'm watching The Dating Game.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And here they are. From Columbus, Ohio. He's an inveterate masturbator.
What?
He's trying to grow a beard and thinking of a radio name. It's Chuck Michaels.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody.
Okay.
Wasn't this for T-Berry gum or something? Didn't they use that?
They may
T-Berry
have.
Shuffle.
Now,
right?
was that indeed the dating game, or was that the newlywed game?
The Lonely Bones.
Sounded like one of them. I don't know.
There. Is this it? Yeah, this is the dating game.
And here they are.
He's an obsessive compulsive from Midwestern United States. He likes collecting things and telling people what to do.
Including
Ladies and
children
gentlemen,
and dogs.
They love shiny objects.
and he's just now.
He's a member of the Black Panther Party.
I didn't expect that one coming.
He didn't. And a confirmed bachelor. All right, now here they
He's
are.
fathered 9 children. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Tom Griswold.
Yeah, that's where you come around the partition. Okay.
Now this is where you go, bachelor number one.
Hey, if I
I'm
was held greasy,
Bachelorette number 1.
If I were a bush, what
if I
kind of
drop some
bush
food on the
would
floor,
it be?
how many seconds before you eat it?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Ace Cosby. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee.
It's time for letters.
This first one involves a visual component
Okay.
and the repeating of a story from yesterday.
Letters brought to you by Hyundai. Hyundai's 2025 hybrid vehicle lineup, advanced safety and technology meets hybrid efficiency. It's the best of both worlds. Hyundai.
All right, thank you. This comes to us from Dave.
Hi, Dave.
What up, Dave?
So I was watching the show on YouTube. Pardon me?
Is he in a state you can't mention?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he's a Buckeye.
Gotcha.
Old Buckeye Dave.
Hammer pants.
You know what I'm talking about.
Because I was watching the show on YouTube.
Old Scioto Dave.
I got a very big smile on my face when I looked at Christy's mouth agape in wonderment. It was at the a minute and 10 mark when she saw the video. What is he talking about? Well, he's
Talking about the hurdler, dude.
Yeah, we had a story about a hurdler yesterday.
Yeah.
This is there we go. We're going to show it here in the studio.
Whoa. Well, I have never seen anything like that.
And this guy's his male member is coming out of his track shorts, and it's dangling and flying.
It's an anaconda.
He does win.
Oh.
Well, he's a
he
winner.
should.
Hey, he's a winner no matter what. Okay, let's not forget that.
Everyone's a winner, baby.
His name is his name is Chris Robinson, not the Chris Robinson that is a very fine singer in the Black Crows.
Look at it right there.
Oh, that.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's
his navel almost.
It's a whopping flopping.
You can't tell me he spent some time alone, curled up in the shower, trying to do some stuff. You know what I mean? Okay.
So close.
So close.
If it was excited, would it get even big?
Well,
It depends.
That's the whole science of grower versus shower.
A little bigger.
Who's to say? Yeah, I don't think that guy's getting much bigger.
Yeah, if he's a grower, he's going to be taking that thing over to the pole vault. Once again, he's a hurdler,
He'd pass out.
and I guess he's just wearing the shorts and no jock strap or no underwear of any kind.
Oh.
As a hurdler, that's a ballsy move because you get a hurdle in the
Balls.
I mean, my brother was a hurdler in college, and you're exposing everything.
I did hurdles in 7th grade. Does that count?
Yep.
Well, A, no, and B, you don't have a sack. So
Speaking of that letter,
No,
Tom,
but there's a rail.
this letter is from Kevin for Josh. Listening to the show yesterday, I couldn't help but notice when you guys were talking about that specially endowed sprinter, Josh totally missed out on the opportunity to say there's penises out there that big.
Oh,
Much
I
like
sure did.
Ice-T and Anaconda.
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Sorry, I get my ices mixed up.
It's easy to do.
no, is this
Keep up the great work.
Is this Anaconda 1 or Anaconda 2?
It's Anaconda 1. Oh, yes.
The original.
Yeah.
And it's Ice Cube.
Yes.
Is portraying what, an adventurer?
He's a cameraman, part of a documentary crew.
And they're in the Amazon.
Oh, yes.
And what happens exactly?
They discover this giant snakeskin. John Voight, I believe, unfurls it. He just rolls it out like a sleeping bag, essentially. And they can't believe it. And Ice Cube says, "That snake's not dead, is big."
So, in other words,
I have to explain to him, oh, yes.
Implying you didn't sign up for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, he wasn't ready for that.
Okay, all right.
I wasn't ready for Chris Robinson either. Man.
So what would you say when you see his wiener?
What would I
A la
say?
Ice Cube, yeah.
Oh, I can't do that.
No, I think you can. We all have faith in you.
His penis is out and his big.
Yeah, I think Dave, the Buckeye Dave wants to hear you say it.
On your various adventures out on the nightlife before when you were single, did you ever encounter anything
Not like that.
Not like that?
No.
Coming up, a rather confusing story about circumcision.
Yes.
And there's not a close-up enough of that to know if it's...
we have a great song
if
called
it's cut like an Englishman, as they say.
There are windows out there this big?
There you go.
I'm not saying it's huge, but this guy came in first and second.
Yeah.
And did that cross the finish line first? I noticed.
Would that count?
Sure, it's the first part of the first thing of you that goes across the finish line.
Really?
I believe you by a nose.
Right.
If your nose counts,
well, maybe that's why he was doing it. Maybe it's every advantage you could get.
Well, at one point it slows him down because he has to reach down and try to tuck it back in. No, he does.
He really does. Yeah, he's trying to.
He does it twice.
But he must have known during practice that thing was just a dangling there.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
I mean, usually
He wanted us to talk about him.
I don't know. I mean, this wasn't his first
Didn't
race.
this happen to Lenny Kravitz on stage one time?
If I had the fortune of sporting one of those, I would never wear pants. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
That's what they say.
Let everybody know.
Absolutely.
Was it Milton Berle that would whip it out for anybody, anytime?
Anywhere.
That's in that Saturday Night Live movie.
Well, apparently it's true. He would just constantly grab it and unfurl it.
Yeah.
Well,
so
whatever.
Well, they never showed that on NBC in the early days, but just knowing that was going on backstage warms my heart.
You don't need to be that big.
In any event, congratulations to
thank you,
Chris
None of us
Robinson.
believe that, but thank you, Christy.
No,
Appreciate
it's
the
true.
thought.
It's very true.
But again, coming up in the news, a very unusual, really odd story about circumcision, which is odd anyway, but this is really odd. We'll get to that coming up. Back to letters. We had a story. I didn't have this one, but it was about the documentary, the so-called poop cruise. Is that what it's called?
I watched the whole thing yesterday. It's grim.
And this is the story of a ship that is at sea, a cruise ship.
Going from Galveston to Mexico. It was only like a 4-day cruise, supposedly. And
they lose power, right?
And they lose power, and there's a fire in the engine room. And when they lose power, everything on the ship goes away, including the ability to flush toilets and refrigerate food. So they had to throw food away, and people are starving. And,
Got this from Todd.
Feces in the hallway.
Todd writes, I just went on a cruise aboard the Carnival Sunrise.
That's the renamed.
I found out that the Carnival Triumph,
the one that was injured
on the poop cruise, was refitted and renamed the Carnival Sunrise.
Right.
It freaks us out to know that we spent 8 days on board the same ship as the poop cruise, but they've obviously fixed it.
Well,
that's an older ship, though.
There's a certain part in where another Carnival cruise line, another ship was close. That was fine. So they cruise on over and see the crippled ship. So you're on this ship. Nothing's working. You've been there for 2 days. You're trying to you're in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico or whatever the hell you want to call it. And another cruise ship, and they're dancing. You could hear the music.
Oh, that's just
no.
Yes.
But there's no attempt to, hey, some of you come over here.
No.
Well, there'd be no way to.
That's exactly what the captain
safely.
says. There's no way to get people from 4,000 people from one ship to another ship.
Right.
Safely.
There'd be no safe way to do that.
4,000, yeah.
Yikes.
I mean,
one of the survivors from the ship goes, yeah, we were just like an exhibit for the other ship, like a fun thing for them to come by and see. Yeah. Look at the people suffering.
If nothing else, they should have at least swapped comedians. Right, Pat?
Yeah, they could have swum over.
Yeah, you get real close.
Can you throw me a dinner roll? Anything? Come on.
Toilet paper, for God's sake. Was it hot?
Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't go down in the staterooms. There wasn't any air conditioning. Everybody had to stay on deck. People were making tent cities out of chaise lounges. It's not good, folks. I'm telling you.
Wait, where's this being shown?
Netflix.
Okay.
Train wreck poop cruise.
Okay.
Yes.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, I guess I wouldn't be welcoming you back. If you're just joining us, hey, hello. How are you?
No. Once again, Josh, please recreate Tom's rejoin from the other morning.
And we will return soon. We'll do that when we get back.
Good morning, all. This letter starts.
Well, I never got to my point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom program, and we're going back to the letters desk.
Yes, we were talking about nicknames and how people got nicknames. One guy got a nickname Splinter.
Yeah.
Because he dated a girl with a wooden leg.
Yeah. Aren't people nice?
Yeah, really nice.
People are the best. We had a guy named Bobby, says Joel from Boise.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go there.
It's a hotbed of Bob and Tom fans.
Get a timeshare in Boise, and we could spend time there. How about that, Tom? You in?
I love it there.
Ski season, we're there.
The air is so crisp, you breaks off.
Ski. They have a beautiful river you could go down in the summer. It's gorgeous there.
We had a guy named Bobby who had bitten off the end of his tongue sliding into first base.
Oh.
Fortunately, the doctor was able to reattach it. This, however, caused him to have a lisp.
Oh.
His nickname was Slurpee.
Aren't people nice?
God.
I mean, I still like the one from the other day where the guy had 6 toes. Remember that?
Yeah.
And they called him
Sixto.
Sixto.
It became Sisto.
Sisto and the Cisco Kid.
Sisto.
Sixto's cool.
Cisco Kid.
Hey, Sixto.
Hey, chick,
you want to wake up over there?
chick with Slurpee.
I saw you stretching.
With Slurpee, does it say if he was safe?
He was not. He was thrown out.
Oh, he bit his tongue off. Sliding into and
got a bad nickname.
Oh.
And he was out.
he didn't even.
Poor guy. Let's see now. Back to the letters here.
Oh, we got letters.
Oh, this is from Chase. That's a nice name.
It is a cool name.
All right.
Like his bank.
I am in Florida.
By the way, that credit card payment's on the way. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, this guy's got an even cooler last name, but I don't want to say it in the air. It's so unusual. Wow. And by the way, parenthetical note.
Yes.
I was listening the other day to the station. They were doing this news story, and it's in some really volatile area. And then they go, we're not going to give this person, we're just going to give their first name. And I'm not kidding, their first name, Roxanne. And then they give her, she does, and they tell what she does for a living and where she is. I think they're going to be able to find her.
Yeah.
There aren't a lot of Roxannes in that country.
Look for the red light.
Maybe make up a fake name. How about that? Okay, I'm sorry. Back to this. He goes, I'm in Florida. My mom's wedding. We're out to eat. My mom gets a text from a random Florida number asking if she's awake. You get those, or was wrong?
Oh, you mean you up?
You up? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We figured out the number was from DeLand. I proudly said to my mom, you know why they call it DeLand? You guys know the rest.
Right.
It gave me a moment of pure joy. Well, thank you, Chase. You got a cool name, brother. Now back to you, Chick McGee.
Dear Chick, I grew up in Florida. This is from Drew. I grew up 4 miles from the Weeki Wachee River and Mermaid Show.
Ah.
We were talking about that the other day. I don't know why we were talking about mermaids. You guys were upset that the fish part.
Said he wanted to sleep with one. I forget exactly.
Yeah, the fish part was on the bottom.
Yeah, which would you rather have?
Godwin said he wants one that's a fish from the waist up so he can access.
No, I think I'd go waist down.
Either way, the smell's the same.
At one time, cut that out. At one time, I was engaged to a mermaid.
What?
He said I was engaged to one of the mermaids.
Aw.
It's a part of a water show park, the Weeki Wachee Mermaid. It's pretty cool.
Cool. Well, sorry that didn't work out.
Yeah, I'm sorry this letter didn't work out either. Hang on a second.
No, I think it was.
Here we go.
It was in the wake of the. What was that? We had a water park story.
Oh yeah, we were talking about water parks.
And and the diving board, the lack of diving boards at American hotels, how almost all hotels have taken out away the diving boards. And I guess if you have a diving board now, this pool has to be at least at least 11 or 12 feet deep.
I thought you were right the other day. I think you said 16 feet. I think
whatever it is,
right.
and then it's apparently very difficult to get insurance for them if you're a homeowner. So people are just taking them down because they're incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, you can't have that sudden slant. That's where people were getting it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Now, when you say people were getting it,
they were hitting their.
I mean, you can get terrible injuries.
Yeah, because you'd have that big 8-foot deep well, and then
it would go up quickly.
But I think it's now required to be even deeper. But sorry, it's topic.
Drew also sent us some Confucius jokes.
Oh,
all right.
You remember these?
I love these.
Man who farteth in church,
sit in on pew.
Sit
Of
in
course,
pew,
classic.
of course. Confucius say, "Man with hole in pocket, feel cocky all day." And Confucius say, "Oral sex makes one's day, anal sex makes one's whole week."
See, I've never heard that one.
These are pretty good.
It's a whole week.
That's right.
That's 7 days, Josh, me and you.
Yeah. or the Andre Gide thing where you have to have a stainless steel tube.
Drew is a big Donnie Iris fan, so there you go. Thank you, Drew. Bob Lefsett's podcast has a good interview for the most part.
Donnie Iris.
Donnie
Takes a
Iris.
while to get up and running, but Donnie's a nice guy.
Great guy.
Fun guy. And of course, if you're not familiar with his music, it's great.
Ali, it could be the greatest.
And the Jaggers.
Rock, pop song
Rap. They call him the rapper. I
love that.
He was in that? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
And that's, by the way, rapper, not as in hip-hop rapper. Just to clarify. I just thought it was necessary for those that are conversing with contemporary culture. Josh, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't. But I am giving you the benefit of the doubt.
I don't.
Because it is spelled R-A-P-P-E-R, but I know it's not a rap artist. It's a talker, right?
I think
talker,
I think it could go either way. There's also the implication that it's a non-consensual, violent.
No, your ham-fisted attempt to include all of us in the complaint was awkward at best.
It has two-pieced.
Sorry. Let's move forward here. Coming up, we have a bizarre story about circumcision and an aspect of it that I was completely unaware of in contemporary culture in an odd country.
Okay.
By odd, I mean something that is not the USA.
That's right.
You know, we are number one, as you know. Okay, thank you. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by our friends at the Silac Insurance Company, because down the road, it's going to be time to retire. Look, way down there, and you want to make sure that you've got some money. Social Security may not be cutting it. God knows it'll even be around. So you want to have your plans in place. It'll help you sleep tonight, and because you'll be knowing that down the road you're going to be okay. That's where annuities come in. The experts on annuities, of course, the Silac Insurance Company. You can counter the volatility of a up and down stock market. You don't have to worry about it with an annuity. They're designed to protect your retirement. You'll have reliable payments from your annuity when you want them. You get it all figured out, so you won't be stressing about that retirement down the road. And by the way, you don't have to worry about your money running out with an annuity. That won't happen. You cannot outlive your money. So find out how they work. See what restrictions might apply. Learn more at silacins.com. And by the way, that's SILAC. Or we have a link at bobandtom.com. Or you can actually just take your phone and call this number, pound 250, and say out loud, lifetime income. And you'll get hooked up just for some information. Once again, that's pound 250 and say lifetime income. An annuity from the Silac Insurance Company. Once again, you can go to bobandtom.com or silacins.com or pound 250 and say lifetime income. An annuity from the Silac Insurance Company. Plan on it, live on it. Coming up, we have, as I mentioned earlier, circumcision in the news, a great world record. I'm getting the eye. And we have an interesting news about satellites. Really kind of cool space age satellite news. Hey, look, if you're chuckling, if it weren't for satellites, the show wouldn't be here.
That is true.
Oh,
there are some people out there cursing satellites.
Yeah. I'm going to shoot him down. That's what I'm going to do. Give me that. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Wake up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Today, a little bit of an issue, something a little minor. Christy has a new boyfriend. She's officially announced the arrival of her new boyfriend.
He just got here. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
she ordered him online. Yeah, come on.
No, I mean, you've been seeing this guy, and now suddenly it's okay.
We can go with it. Yeah,
we're going with it. It's official. And the reason we had to go with it is because this guy's name is Tom, my name, and there was some confusion behind the scenes. Christy,
I'm the only one named. I'm the original Tom.
Well, no, but Christy was telling stories. She'd go, this weekend, Tom and I did something, and she would
I'd have to
tell about some exotic adventure they had, and I'd have to clarify that I had no part of this.
There has been some speculation on the show that Tom and I might be seeing each other this Tom,
but
and
it's
that's
not. It's
totally not true.
So you have boyfriend Tom, and then I will be plaintiff Tom. I think.
How about Boss Tom?
Ooh, I like that.
Taking it off here, Boss Tom.
But see, since he's your man, he should be Major Tom, and I would be Minor Tom.
Oh, that's nice.
That way, since he's like the guy, you're major dude. Yeah. We'll have to settle on something. I kind of like work Tom versus play Tom. Or day Tom versus night Tom. But then sometimes you see him during the day. Like on a Saturday, you probably let him in, I assume, during the day.
No, he stays chained to the tree, Tom. He's not allowed in.
Sometimes we have lunch, I think there's a Starbucks in town that thinks that we're having an affair. It's great.
Really?
Yeah, it's great. Because you know how we meet at the same Starbucks occasionally. And,
I see.
The people that work there kind of give you that look like,
Well, that's because see, he's facing them, and when you look away, he makes funny faces with his lips.
That's probably true.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the standard.
That's yeah.
Don't ever do that again. Keep your tongue in your mouth.
Sorry.
That's a really creepy
That was like a lizard
What was that? I missed
snake.
it.
No, you don't want to see it.
Let's just say Chick is the employee at Starbucks.
Yes.
And then I am facing them, sitting at the table.
And I'm sitting
you're
with my
sipping,
back to
You're
them.
sipping
Your back
some
is
annoying exotic
Don't
drink.
show me your tongue again, please.
And as soon as you look away.
You look away, and then he goes with his tongue, implying that
creepy pink thing come out of his face?
From what we understand, the art of the vajazzling begins with a waxing. Is that correct?
Yes.
How much preparation have we had so far? Has the
Well, she's gotten a Brazilian.
Oh, she's done that already.
We didn't do that here.
Okay, good.
No, we didn't do that. Prove it. Marianne.
the epilation has already taken place?
Yes.
And when was that done?
Yesterday. You can go as low as you want to go.
Or as high as you want to, right?
For today's purposes, we're going a little bit above the panty line.
And presumably there's some kind of glue used?
Yeah, we're using eyelash glue today.
Really?
Okay. Do you mind? Should I go in there so I can see this?
I think you should.
Yeah, get right down. Eyeball
Good
that
luck.
thing,
Do you
Tom.
mind, Hillary? Would you mind if I
go in there?
No, of course not.
You don't mind if I come in? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
we need
It's
you.
better than you pressing your face up against the window.
Licking the window.
Tom is heading in. The ladies from the Naked Monkey are about to.
He's going to pet the monkey.
What design are we doing today?
We're doing the Bob and Tom logo.
I'm attempting the. Awesome.
Are you really?
Is that right?
This is really nice. Now let me try to describe this so you can see. Above the panty line, a number of sort of are these rhinestones?
Yes. Yeah.
Rhinestones are those already glued on?
Yes.
They are, yeah.
They're glued on in kind of an arc, and then she already has the word Bob above the panty line in little teeny rhinestones.
Oh, really? And
Very
Tom,
nice.
all right.
So she's pretty fast with this stuff.
Yeah, she's very good.
So have you noticed an upsurge in popularity and having
Since
this
Jennifer
done?
Love Hewitt?
Well, actually, just since you guys started talking about
really?
it.
Nice. Okay.
The T in Tom is not cooperating.
Well, of course.
What a surprise.
That's right. Oh, my gosh.
Guys, do you think it's a good idea?
Well, I need to see the finished product. But
I think
When you
you become the Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So, for clarity's sake, Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal.
Yeah. More or less. Get it? More or less.
Woo! Party! Oh, okay, let's settle down. Because now, here's where I tell you how to become a Bob and Tom VIP. First, click on the link at bobandtom.com. Then, you'll figure it out.
Concrete.
Why not?
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Josh Arnold.
Yes, I am.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick McGee.
Christy Lee.
Hey.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Weird letter. We've been off and on talking about nicknames.
You know, as weird as you are, you shouldn't be allowed to use the word weird. Okay, go ahead.
Picture of Ice-T.
But also, here's that bothers me. Have you ever been to Austin, Texas?
Yeah.
Me? Yeah, I've been there once or twice.
It's rhetorical.
Yeah, sure. Right.
I have not.
Oh,
I'd love to hear about it.
They have that motto, keep Austin weird.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Which is great. And it's theirs.
Right.
But then you go other places and they have insert local city. Right. That is really dumb.
Oh, it'll say like, I'm just throwing a name out here. It'll say keep Topeka weird?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're stealing their own.
Yeah, I mean, it was... the first time I saw it, it was Austin, so I assume they invented it. Maybe they... who knows? But it's sort of like where the NFL has all of a sudden every team has the exact same generic mascot out there.
I see.
They're not allowing anyone to do that.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's the worst simile I've ever heard.
Oh, you can use the word simile on me?
I'm just going to throw it around and see what happens. I'm not exactly sure of the definition, but it sounds good.
Isn't Austin's now keep Austin full of rich Californian transplants?
Yeah.
That's their new T-shirt.
Hasn't it become less weird and more...
You have no idea.
I don't understand. True Austinites are fleeing.
Oh, yeah. You got to get the hell out of there.
Going to Boise.
Bob had gone to Boise. That'd be all right.
And it's Boise. Remember, we lived there.
Boise. I'm trying to say Boise.
Boise.
So anyways, I'm sorry. We were talking about nicknames, and we've had some really cool ones people have had over the years. This guy said, Dear Bob and Tom Show, there were two guys 2 years ahead of me in high school, Bonecutter and Whitehead.
Bonecutter is awesome.
Those are the
however,
great nicknames.
I thought those were their nicknames. Turns out they're real last names.
Oh,
man.
Whitehead's a little tough because you think
Oh, I know a great guy that has that.
No, I know.
I do not know anybody named Bonecutter. But
that's a great last name.
Yeah.
So you think that his family at one point in history was a bone cutter?
Probably.
Cut bones.
A surgeon or something?
Or a butcher?
Yeah, but that would be a cool nickname, though. Bonecutter.
Isn't that what they've said about the name Johnson? That's John's son. That's where Johnson came from.
What about Dixon?
That's Dick's son. But are we all the son of the Dick? I think we are. If you really think about it. If you really.
Really?
I don't know why I'm talking like this.
I like that guy. Where were we? Do you have any more letters over there?
I do not.
Let's see. This is just a nice letter about Java House. Oh, and then I got two of these. And then this one says, I just saw the Java House commercial a la Office Space.
Oh, yeah.
You want to explain what this is?
We beat the hell out of a Keurig machine is what we do.
Yeah, a la when they beat up the printer in the office out with the baseball bats.
Yeah. He goes, I love the part at the end where you're dancing around. Is that viewable on the various Bob and Tom social media platforms? That's from Sean in Cape Coral, Florida.
Oh, I love Cape Coral.
Yeah, and then speaking of that, Josh was telling me this bizarre story about coral reefs. Remember this story you were telling me?
Oh, yeah.
Sunscreen?
There was one. Yep.
Sorry.
What happened?
Don't be sorry.
I'm
It's
sorry.
What was the story again, Josh?
What was the story?
There was this coral that was dying, and they didn't really know what the heck was going on, if it was climate or if it was other things. And so they closed it down because it wasn't particularly nice for people. There had been scuba divers all over, and they went, nah, maybe don't swim next to that one. After 6 months, the coral started, or some amount of time, they started coming back to life, and they realized there had been no swimmers there. What had been killing it was sunscreen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which I who knew?
Right.
I mean,
And right after you told that story, I was on some website or something about, I think it was a travel website, and they said, this is a dive spot, but you are not allowed to wear sunscreen. I think it has to be a certain, like a mineral brand or
yeah.
kind of, I had no idea.
But that's also one of those things like, well, what do we do now? We either don't wear sunscreen and get cancer, or we wear sunscreen and get cancer.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Kill all the coral reefs.
Yeah.
Wear a shirt.
Yeah. I do that anyway.
And a hat.
I don't wear, no, I'll wear.
You're going to have to start wearing hats.
No, I do wear a hat.
Because you're going to, when the top of your head gets sunburned.
Oh, no, it's happening.
Brutal.
It's happening, you're right.
When you're on vacation, a sunny spot, what's the process for Tom getting ready to go down to the pool or go down to Oceanside?
Okay.
On the beach?
I have a full zip hoodie.
Full zip hoodie?
Yeah. I don't like the ones you put on over your.
You know, like ones you pull over your head?
No, I can't wear them.
Long sleeve?
Especially when they're wet. Getting them off, I'm so claustrophobic. I think I'm going to.
Sure. That's
so
awful.
You don't care for the popover hoodie?
No.
It's full zip.
Yeah, full zip. It took me a while to find one. A full zip, but they're special. They're made for swimming.
Yeah, and SPF, they have SPF in them.
Yeah. So
shirts.
hoodie, and then the reason the hoodie is because I was originally just had a full zip, like a shirt, and then the back of your neck gets completely fried, and the back of your ears and the top of your ears, if you're wearing like a baseball cap. So now it's you wear a full
right.
What do you call those?
French Foreign Legion hat.
Either a French Foreign Legion hat or one of those ones that's got an entire brim. Like you're, a bee farmer or whatever the hell it is. Beekeeper.
It has the flap in the back that goes down your neck.
You're close. I think it's a B. Arthur hat.
Yeah, okay. You and then zinc oxide all over the face.
Right.
So you look like you're doing like kabuki makeup.
Got your hands covered too?
And you put that on the backs of your of your hands. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, it's a good look.
Pants?
Oh, absolutely.
So why did you
That's
just
quite a look.
Oh,
Yeah, you wear like long beach pants.
why don't you
They're
just
baggy and
stay inside.
Yeah, why do you go?
Yes, go out at night.
I don't even like going.
Like a mole man.
Why don't you?
He is dressed like Claude Rains on the beach.
Ridiculous. Stay inside.
Boy, oh boy, you can't beat this weather.
He's completely bandaged with his weird glasses.
When can Daddy the
Welder's goggles on.
When
Boy,
can
nothing like being at the beach.
when can Daddy the vampire come swimming?
No. Then I rent one of those tents.
Sure you do.
Oh,
you
sure.
rent a tent and a tent.
Well, they have they don't call them.
Yeah, beach,
What are they?
beach umbrella. Or
No. It's like a cabana. Yeah,
cabana. Yeah.
I got that
Why
thing
do
going.
you put all that stuff on just to get into a cabana?
Because you got to walk to the cabana, and I sunburn so quickly.
Use an umbrella. Maybe you should start carrying an umbrella.
I do that when I'm walking the dogs at home.
Parasol?
You carry an umbrella when you walk the dogs.
Yeah, all the time. Especially if it's with rain.
You are an 80-year-old Japanese woman.
I take it when I go to watch the soccer.
We love you, but you are
3-foot-long visors.
I'll take an umbrella to watch the girls' soccer games.
Oh my!
It's hot out there.
What a Nancy with this parasol.
Hey, did you hear Tom's here?
Beat up.
Well, Tom's here. Oh, really? Which one is he? Oh, wait a minute. I see him. He's the one with the umbrella.
Yeah, Mary Poppins over there.
That's him.
My dermatologist, I'm one of her favorite patients.
I'll bet. You're there all the time.
You're not anybody's favorite anything. Okay, stop that for right now.
Have you ever heard the story about the guy getting the? He's at the doctor, and this is a guy, Christy.
Yes.
He's at the doctor's office, and he's getting, that thing they have to do with the, and so the doctor, this guy's bent over the table, and the doctor has his finger in the no-no place. And the doctor goes, now don't get an erection, Larry. And the guy goes, my name isn't Larry. And the doctor goes, I know, my name is Larry.
Talking to himself.
He's telling himself.
The doctor is incredibly,
Damn fine joke.
incredibly aroused by the penetration of the. Oh, sorry. We are going to get back on track here.
Yeah.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Let's get back to the chinchilla. We sent members of our staff plus Donnie Baker to your garage.
She is
My mistake.
so traumatized right now. She has not come out of her little house in
No
a
doubt.
whole
The
day.
chinchilla.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
that's because she met Donnie Baker.
Yes.
True. Her ears are as big as Frisbees.
They are
Yeah.
very big.
I know.
I can't get over how
They're
horribly...
native of South America, and they use those to, and they're nocturnal, so they
Must be a lot of listening going on
they
in
do a
South
lot of
America.
listening at
The
night
size of those
because
ears.
you can't see very well.
And they respond, of course, with their brain by going, duh. Duh, I'm a chinchilla.
Oh, wow, it's that great big thing right there.
That looks like a really nice fur coat that lady's got on. I wonder what that's made of. Duh. Well, I'm gonna rest for a while so I can poop again. Duh.
I can tell you.
I'm not like a dog. I can't play frisbee or catch. I just sit here going, duh. I'm kind of like something in a frame, like a picture, except I just go, duh, and then I poop.
Except you have to feed me and I poop.
I'm like a picture you have to feed. Duh.
I can tell you what, they don't come when you call them. That's for damn sure.
I will. I'll come if you call me.
So we're getting back to your hobbies, James. You're a bowler.
Yes.
You got that going for you.
Yes, I
Golf, skydiving, scuba diving,
I went skydiving.
skiing. You
I
went skydiving? How'd that go?
Yes, I did. Well,
was it a tandem jump or did you?
It was a tandem jump. Yeah, scared me. I'm big.
I was going to say I don't
scared
want
you.
Who were you with?
I was going to say
the other dude. I was strapped to the guy.
What do you weigh in at? Do you mind if I ask?
Then I was about 280, I guess. I'm probably 295 now.
Oh my! Now is the person when you do the tandem? Is the person
Somebody
with
has
the
to
chute?
land on somebody else,
Is the
I
person
would
with the
think.
chute in back of you?
He's behind you. You don't have to do anything. You're basically like luggage.
You're looking at, you're just watching the ground come at you while the guy behind you
Has to do
has
all
the
the work.
chute and does all the work.
And you've never been so glad to have a man strapped to your behind. Ever. You will never. And they call it a sport, too.
Well, sure,
the
it's
whole
very
time
difficult.
They're like, "Did you like the sport?" And I was like, "Falling is not a sport. You know, if it was, my grandmother would win a medal. The Silver Hip Award goes to.
Yes.
If you want to make a sport, you should just throw the parachute out of the plane and then make the guy jump and put it on before he hits the ground.
Oh, I like that.
Now, for competition, throw one parachute out, 3 or 4 guys jump.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
On, he won.
So did you glide in, James?
We glided in, and on the tape.
Did you fall or did you land standing?
At the very last minute, he said, "Stand up," and I was already going down, and there wasn't no. There wasn't no. But my ears did not pop. The thing with the ears. Yeah. So when I hit the ground, immediately I was like. He was like, "How do you like it?" And I was like, "It was good. I enjoyed it very much because I could not hear myself.
Couldn't hear a thing.
Well, that's because if it were me, I would be tightening every orifice in my body to prevent leakage, including my ears.
Plus, there's a dude behind you.
Yeah. And that part stayed. That my ears did not pop until maybe the next day, and I had to sing that night. I was doing a play called "Smoke on the Mountain."
You're a singer? I didn't know.
Yeah, where you sing gospel music. It's a gospel music play.
You know, smoke on the mountain, fire in the sky. It's a great play. Yeah.
So I'm trying to sing. I'm like, amazing, great that we've been found.
Well, that's unfortunate. I want to apologize to anyone listeners that might have.
Well, I don't know if you're deaf, you automatically talk that way, even though you can speak.
That's what it sounds like when you talk.
Yeah, it's nerve wracking. And the more scared you've already done it, the more scared of it you are, the better you get out. The more you get out of it. You know, it is really like that facing your fear and all that stuff. And when you're standing in the doorway of that plane,
it's
every cell in your body screams, "You better hold on to something." I mean, it's overwhelming.
The Gores just got divorced. We know Paul McCartney went through the worst divorce in history.
That's true.
I would have been a great attorney for Paul McCartney. I'd have said, "Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client, right over there, 1964, could not crawl out of a car without every woman in America tearing her hair out, yelling his name at the top of their lungs. He could have had any woman in the world that year. He went with the Manson family-looking girl who was the photographer, who was relatively plain. Lived with the woman for 35 years. 35 years, not one night did he ever miss with his wife in 35 years, except when he was arrested for marijuana in Japan, and she was down the hall in a different cell.
Yeah.
Okay? He loved this woman. She made him eat vegetarian food. Okay? She was not attractive. He put her on the cover of the Band on the Run album. James Coburn looked better than she did.
True
on
enough.
the cover of that album. This woman couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. Couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. He let her play in his band for 10 years. He loved this woman, lived with her 35 years, never missed a night. She passed away. He became a knight. I think he owns Happy Birthday. I know he owns Ramblin' Rick from Georgia Tech, a hell of an engineer. He's a billionaire. The Queen hit him over the shoulder with a sword and made him a knight. He is a sir. And that one-legged, wooden-legged woman wants you to believe that he's hard to get along with.
Paul, you kind of came off the road as a comedian many years ago when you started doing the TBS show. How many?
We started in 95, so
Really?
14 years.
Wow.
Doing it.
But you occasionally go back out on the road and do stand-up.
I do. I took a little time off the last couple of years, but now I'm getting back out there. You know, it can kind of burn you out being on the road. But, you know, I always see stuff on the road that you just don't see anywhere else, and it just makes you laugh. And I was staying at this hotel, and one of my club dates, and I go down to the jacuzzi, and there's a sign above the jacuzzi that says, "No one shall jump or dive into the jacuzzi." Now, if you're going to dive headfirst into a jacuzzi, are you really going to be swayed by the word shall? Come on, boys, let's go into jacuzzi. Hold on, I see the King's English.
Wow.
What the heck?
I'm guessing that was a lawyer. They really should have.
That just made me laugh all day. That takes away the loneliness of the road. 'Cause it can't get lonely.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Jeff Oskay's here.
Hey, buddy.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Ace Cosby. Hey. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick McGee, and hello, Tom.
Aren't you going to say hi to Jeff in Spanish?
Spanish.
He's got that Cuban shirt on.
I love that shirt.
You mean the doily shirt
It's
that he
a
wears?
beautiful baby
That's
blue.
that Miami Cuban look, right, Pat?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You got the how do I describe it? You've got
Ugly?
no, you got kind of like two racing stripes from the shoulder going straight down. It's a very Cuban look.
Chick calls them doilies.
But no, it's not doily.
It's that pattern.
It's not decorative, but it's extra material that's doilies.
It's very South Florida.
Yeah.
It is.
It's very Cosmo Kramer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Thank you, sir.
Maybe.
Not everybody can pull that off.
Jeff can, I think.
Oh yeah,
Not according to Chick.
I honestly think Chick would look great in that shirt.
No.
I'm just saying.
See, I'm kind of wondering if I should wear this shirt anymore.
Why? That looks
What?
good.
All your
All
shirts
these
look
new shirts
alike.
look really good.
I think this. I don't think I can be taken seriously with a shirt like this.
Why is that?
You think it's the shirt?
It has no.
That's what you say.
Oh, Tom.
That's what time the man thought it was his clothing.
This shirt has no gravitas, if you will.
You could come in here in a clown outfit.
No, it looks good.
You wear a button-down Henley golf shirt every day. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but this one, I think the flare of the white collar, I think it's a little too.
No, it's
have a white
That's what makes
collar.
that shirt.
Yes, it.
You think a white collar is flare?
And there's some mild piping on the...
On the inside of the shirt, no one sees.
I just think it's hard to take someone seriously wearing this shirt.
I would be more worried about the hat.
The hats. I got to protect the head.
It's almost white. I mean, he's fine. Yeah.
I've got about 30 of these exact same hats, and because you have to wash them every couple days.
Island Canyon, it says.
Yeah, I forget what it says. The thing is, it's the perfect fit, and it's
Fire Island.
Yes. It says yes. Insert. Carried away.
Okay.
All right.
Where is Fire Island?
Right outside New York City.
I'll be behind the couch.
Is it so? It's not a tropical place at all.
No. It's like on Long Island.
Yeah,
It's like
Probably hotter. Probably hotter than hell right now.
I got you.
Right now, it's time to. Are we going to?
Where patient zero was?
Are we going to visit the sports page?
I'm sorry. What?
No, I think patient zero was in Toronto, wasn't it?
Depends on which one we're
flight
talking
attendant, right?
Right.
Okay. Let's see. The NFL has suspended former Ravens kicker Justin Tucker for the first 10 weeks next season for violating the league's personal conduct policy.
Is he playing for anybody?
He was cut by the Ravens. He is not. He's a free agent.
Is this Justin Tucker, the bad mother?
Shut your mouth.
Just talking about Justin.
Inappropriate sexual behavior by massage therapists. I believe his count was 13. Of course, nowhere near the record of Deshaun Watson's 20.
Or any team owners? Are they included in that?
Nothing said
Isn't
about
Deshaun
that.
Watson still playing too? Or
Well, Schick always says
Deshaun Watson's coming back. Yeah.
if this guy's any good, someone will pick him up.
Someone will pick him up.
But didn't he fade very quickly?
Yes, he was not kicking well there toward the end anyway. He was missing a lot of kicks.
At one point, he was considered the best
At one
ever,
point,
right?
he was considered the best ever. That's exactly. Why am I repeating everything you're saying?
Because I forget. I just kind of asking.
Dodgers show. Hey, Ohtani.
Hey, Ohtani. Doesn't work.
it does work if you have the right infrastructure.
If the guy's name were Saquon Ohtani, we'd go Quan Ohtani because you're asking the crowd to say it.
Chick, do you miss the days of the kicking mule?
You're talking, of course, of the amazing Gus, the football kicking mule.
Yes.
Amazing.
Now,
I believe.
Who did he play for?
I believe Bob Crane was in that as the football coach, I think.
I have to revisit that movie because I haven't seen it since I was a child.
a cast from Gus, the field goal
But I
kicking
want to
mule.
know how they.
I remember that.
What loophole they found that allowed Gus.
Well, I'm not sure how he made it onto an NFL team, but he sure did, didn't he? As far as I can remember.
Isn't Gus a Greek name?
I don't
Augustus?
Yeah, isn't that where it comes from? Gus?
Maybe Gustavo.
Well, what does that have to do with a kicking mule?
That's the name of it.
Any way we can get to Greek style to continue the previous theme of this
No,
program.
that's in your head.
Because there was also Francis, the talking mule, right?
Yeah.
Right. With,
now, what was his story?
The fabulous Donald O'Connor as the.
Did Donald O'Connor dance around him?
Not only, not much dancing.
Latter years when he got older.
So wait a second. I'm confused. Does Gus, the kicking mule, not speak?
I don't think he speaks.
No, Gus does not. No, he's too busy kicking game-winning field goals.
Yeah. Now he understands.
Is there a really erotic massage
Gus
scene?
is a 1970s. What's wrong with him today?
I don't know.
Well, that's how we got to this. It's about this guy taking advantage of masseuses.
Gus is a 1976 Disney film about a football team called the California Atoms.
There you go.
Yes.
With the Adams.
Yep.
You remember the Adams? Sure. They weren't in the league very long.
ATOMS?
Yes, ATOMS.
No, ADAMS. Everybody on the team had to be named Adams.
What is
They were a fan of Hemingway's Nick Adams story.
Yeah.
What is the? Why would they be the Adams?
Does it have the cast?
Yeah, there was no nuclear.
Why would a mule be kicking?
I think the bigger question is.
I think we all know that donkeys.
Well, of course, when the Adams work their way down the field, when they get inside the 40, they're setting up for Gus, the field goal kicking mule, to come out and win the game.
Gus stars Ed Asner, Don Knotts, Gary Grimes, Tim Conway.
Oh, this has to be revisited.
Liberty Williams, Dick Van Patten, and Harold Gould.
Oh, I love Harold Gould.
Hell, this has got the Feather and Father gang. This has got everything in it. Holy hell.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
I missed it one. But
The worst team in the NFL. They've won a game. They haven't won a game in years.
Nope.
But they discovered Gus the Mule can cook a 100-yard field goal.
100 yards.
100 yards.
100 yards.
And the commissioner has no problem.
If they get inside their own 10, they're in range for Gus.
Who plays the NFL commissioner that allows them to have Gus on the team?
Probably Harold Gould, I'm guessing.
You know who I'd like it to be is the guy from McHale's Navy, the stodgy
Joe Flynn.
Yeah, yes, yeah, I love that.
God, he was great. Lead bottom, terrific actor.
But when the Adams get headed toward the Super Bowl, some crooks steal Gus and replace him with just an ordinary mule.
Oh, this is no good.
Yeah.
They'll never notice.
Well, the ending is tragic.
Oh, no.
Gus is accused of making unwanted advances on his groomer. and then 12 previous groomers come out and say, yes, you know, Gus would pound out in Morse code, happy ending.
What is it when Eddie Murphy's? Is it Eddie Murphy playing Randy Watson in his band Sexual Chocolate?
Yes.
And he's accused of his congregation.
Oh my gosh, chick.
And the woman stands up and goes, yeah, he slicked me too. He slicked me.
This cast is amazing. Johnny Unitas, Bob Crane, Dick Butkus.
Now, this
Tom
is for Francis,
Bosley.
the talking mule?
This is in Gus.
Oh,
these are all people in Gus.
All-star cast.
Yeah.
Boy, Bosley did it?
Yeah.
Tom Bosley.
Yeah.
Now, Richie.
Okay.
Shohei Ohtani and...
Just a second here. I just found out more Gus news. Did you mention that he's from Yugoslavia?
What?
The actor? I mean, the real mule or the...
No, the plot is they draft...
yes.
Because you know how international the NFL's getting.
Sure.
The NBA,
No, it sure as hell wasn't in the 70s.
Incredibly international.
Gus is from Yugoslavia. He is correct. He was a soccer star.
Was the first international, was it Garo Yepremian or something? Was that the first one?
I'm going to go
NFL
with
Janssen Narud?
Nope. Kicked for the Jet.
Yngwie Malmsteen.
Brothers. They kind of started the NFL-AFL merger for the kickers because the Giants signed him.
Well, there were a handful of Canadian guys, of course, but now so international. That I think the entry for the international players was Gus, the Yugoslavian.
I mean, it sure sounds
mule.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, one more time, what's the mule, horse, donkey thing?
Gogolax, the Pete Gogolak.
Pete Gogolak?
Pete Gogolak. And I think Charlie Gogolak was his brother, and they came in. Yeah, 66 were the Gogolaks.
Okay. Is the mule the one that's real stubborn?
Well, they say stubborn is a mule.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then donkeys are a little more likely
docile. Yeah.
And they'll speak.
They'll speak.
Mules keep it to themselves. I'm not talking to you.
Well,
so
I bet
much.
that's the most Gus has gotten attention.
I'll tell you what, ESPN's not going to cover this story today.
Is it on Disney Plus or anything?
Oh, I don't know, but I'm going to check it out. I'd love to
I bet
see
you
it.
Apple probably has it. Or one of those. You thread it up this afternoon.
Here's the tagline.
Yes, please. I love these.
Gus, this is the story of a mule with a kick stronger than a horse and smarter than the quarterback. That's just mean.
What's that say about the quarterback?
And Gus has to communicate with a handler who's also a translator because Gus doesn't speak English in the movie. We've got to see this thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Disney Plus and Apple TV and
Excellent.
Amazon Prime. So yeah.
I'm watching it every day this week.
I'm going to start doing lines from it.
The mule has a translator. He doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
It's Yugoslavian. Come on.
He has a better aim than the boyfriend of the lady who owns the team.
And
apparently he keeps getting in the wrong. Oh, sorry.
Smarter than the quarterback.
Yeah, keeping with our theme. Right. You know, the old joke where the guys are playing golf in Tokyo. What mean wrong hole, mister?
Don't look at me.
We have to do something.
This has been every day.
Right now, I want to say hello to our friends at Java House. Tell me about Java House, Christy.
What about Java House? They're great. In fact, I'm having an Arctic freeze right now. And the great thing about it is all I had to do was peel and pour. Little pods, pour it in the water.
Here's one.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Hot, cold, doesn't matter. You can do coffee.
Look what I made this morning.
What did you make? Little iced tea.
Java House iced tea.
Yeah.
You should hear him. Everybody, can you imagine?
Walking around with a pitcher.
He's got the glass pitcher. You don't have to do this to enjoy Java House, but he's got an ornate glass pitcher.
It's not ornate.
Crazy.
And he
This was like
clangs
$6.
around-
It's like crystal.
clangs
The
around in
mango black tea
hallway.
is my favorite.
You know what I did to the previous one that I had?
I know I don't care.
I took it out of the dishwasher here because you run it in the dishwasher.
course.
I got here at 4 a.m, put it in the dishwasher,
course you
took
did.
it out, and I filled it with ice, and it exploded.
Because it was still hot.
It was hot.
Did you not go to science class?
Are you kidding? That was so boring. That's why I like to give advice about medical matters.
Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. So easy, amazingly smooth. All you have to do is give them a try. It's a time to break up with that brewers. Get started at javahouse.com. Use the promo code Bob and Tom to get 25% off your order. That's javahouse.com. Promo code Bob and Tom, all one word, to get 25% of off your online order. I love the salted caramel too, by the way, if you're
Oh, and our
lover.
big tip from this weekend, I'm going to do the salted caramel Java
Slow
House
down.
over ice cream.
Yes.
Just want to tell you that's what you got to do this weekend. And I believe this offer ends. I think it may end Monday.
Yeah,
So
get on it.
Get
I'm
on
gonna
it
do
today.
it right now.
Thank you, Java House. Coming up, we have more sporting news. Is that correct?
If you say so, Tom, it's your show. I'm just hanging out.
We have bizarre news about circumcision today. Circumcision and international politics. And the threat of I think I'll borrow a line from a movie when the president of a country says, "Excuse me while I whip this out." Ladies and gentlemen, it's on the way. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Every day he played around 18 holes, then some practice. Every night he played around too with some blonde that he saw at the bar. And the fly of the tiger was unzipped once again. And he thought no one would be the wiser. He had plenty of women, some were skeezers and hoes, who all had their eye on the fly of the tiger. Back at home, Thanksgiving night, Tiger saw her unravel. His wife, Elin, a cute little blonde who you'd figure could not hurt a fly. But the fly of the tiger is right where she aimed. She took one mighty swing with his driver. She missed his crotch but hit his Tag Heuer watch. She laughed as she watched time fly off the tiger. Buick's gone, so was Accenture. Gillette cut him quickly. It turned ugly when Nike pulled out. They took his hat and his shoes and his balls. Yes, the fly of the tiger has cost them a lot. But for Tiger, there's a silver lining. He's got a new sponsor. It's Danny's Restaurants. They're always open, just like the fly of the
Yeah, all right.
There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. Kay, It's over. We have to break up. I'm breaking up with you. I have met somebody else. It's just better for me. Java House, peel and pour pods. I mean, you peel, all right? You pour the Java House cold brew into a cup of hot water, and in less than 10 seconds, voila. Amazingly smooth, barista quality. You don't have this. And you're a lot of work. Frankly, it shouldn't be this much work. I've stuck by you, you know that. When you were broke, it's not easy to say, but I just have to tell you, you're gross. Java House offers me so much more, not just coffee, teas, energy drinks. I appreciate you taking this as well as you are. I was worried you'd be all steamed up about this. That's disappointing. Perhaps I gave you too much credit. It's over, and I'm keeping the cats.
Java House, amazingly smooth cold brew coffee. Enjoy barista quality coffee in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. It's effortlessly easy. In fact, the hardest thing about Java House, well, that'll be figuring out which one of their many great beverages to try next.
You don't have to watch this.
Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Jeff Oskay.
Yep.
Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Dace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee.
Hi there.
Occupying the sports desk right now. What else is happening over there in the world of sports?
Well, here's where we are.
Stupid world record.
A team.
This is great. This is an international team, my friend.
So a bunch of weirdos.
Of expert. Okay, a team of expert. Anybody got a guess for the noun? Anybody?
Team of expert.
Drove.
That's a verb, but that's a good try.
After expert should come a verb.
Drove. Anybody want to guess the noun? Drove.
I don't know why, but miners came to mind.
A team of expert domino artists.
Oh.
All right. Domino artists.
Yeah, I said that.
I know, but I mean, think about that for a second.
Is this like Subway artists where they make pizzas, or are they?
No. This is like stacking those.
They set a Guinness World Record for the tallest freestanding structure built entirely from stacked dominoes.
Now, Josh, I'm sure the world record for stacked dominoes is pizza boxes in your garage before recycling day.
Now, which came first, that joke or this record?
Is this record fashioned?
Anyway.
No, he brought it when he's trying to distract from the quality content of this story.
Really, I love domino displays. I do.
No, dominoes, if you're knocking them all over,
yeah,
I'm in.
Same.
If you're stacking them, pass. Yes.
That's all this is?
Yes.
Oh, is that they don't get to knock them over and they go.
No, but the woman who leads this team is famous for her
care about her
domino
Not going to
knockover.
say her name.
Its records out there is dumb.
Yeah, sure is.
Their penis is up there that big.
She can't stop.
Back to the hook.
The team constructed a domino tower reaching an official height of 33 feet, 2.74 inches. Roughly the height, the story says, of a standard utility pole.
Do we have a picture of
I
this?
wonder who wrote that.
Look at oh, boy.
Boy, that is really,
that's something.
really something. All right.
It's it looks like a totem pole. It's got a variety of colors.
I think it's cheating a little bit.
There's no glue involved.
No, I'd be impressed.
But there's a base.
Right. I'd be impressed if the base were the same width as the top.
Yeah.
But
the Empire State Building did.
Yeah, exactly, and therefore it's.
Well, I think any engineer would tell you structurally.
Yeah, I know. That's why
go.
it's not interesting because they just built a structure, whereas opposed to doing something really challenging, which is to keep it the same.
Oh, interesting. I thought with your artistic bent, you would
get bent.
Who's
artistic bent
are you talking about?
Josh, wouldn't you say, for example, the Chrysler Building vastly more interesting than the standard cube dumb architecture?
I love art.
Similarly, this has the various, what's the word in English? Como se dice, smaller as they go upper.
That's right.
Where was this chick?
It's in D.C., right?
The record-breaking build took place inside the National Building Museum in Washington, D.C. And don't cheat yourself. Plan the whole weekend with the kids.
Now this, you got
to weird dominoes. They're not black.
National Building Museum.
And it's inside, so there's no wind to knock it down.
Well, anyone who knows anything about track and field knows a wind-aided record is just doesn't count. I think we have to give credit where credit is due to Ms. Lily Heavish, known online as Heavish5.
Known online. Get a load of this crap.
But
the international team included 5 Americans, 3 Dutch participants, 1 Belgian, and 1 German. Working meticulously over the course of 5 days, the group used no adhesives or internal support.
Signs everywhere saying
relying solely on balance.
No dogs. No dogs or toddlers. Can you imagine when we brought little Jimmy by? No!
Oh, okay. So this Heavish slit. She's known on YouTube for her elaborate chain reactions and kinetic art.
We would have loved to have seen some of those.
I love those.
Not this boring, there's a totem pole looking thing.
This is super cool.
Put one on top of another, on top of another.
higher?
Here we are. National Building Museum. Wait a minute. Is that the Transamerica building?
I think the fact that she was
a model.
She was able to corral a bunch of other international nerds and get them together to do this is fun and important.
Okay.
People aren't getting along in today's world, but they are. Isn't that nice?
I'm going to get along.
Sure. Heroes work.
Okay. Doing heroes work.
Doing good work.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
And none of them got laid. Okay, good. Have you ever seen the thing made with the Bob and Tom faces that they trip one of the dominoes and they go?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That is really cool. Should repost
once
that.
again, though, not just a standing height, dumb.
Yes. I love those domino things.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh, we. By the way, speaking of it, did we post the photograph of me in my full sun regalia? I sent them
We
out.
have several pictures.
Yeah, of me wearing the entire How I Deal with the Sun outfit.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and you're going to be that way too, Josh. Maybe I should.
No, I know. Not as much.
No, he's swarthy.
I go outside for 10 minutes and I start to get a little tan, and that's I just increase the increments I'm outside during the spring, and then I don't burn in the summer. So I've got my own system. But I'm careful with my head.
In what way? Okay, there's a photograph of me in full regalia. You'll see I've got
lotion, hats, whatever.
Shades, hoodie.
That doesn't.
All you need is a scythe.
Yeah.
That's a terrifying
Exactly.
look at the pool.
It would be nice if we could see a full body, but that's just your head.
Well,
that could be
Do
anything.
you scare your children?
Of course he does.
Yeah, and you really can't see how pasty white I am in that photograph because I really lay on the zinc oxide I go full kabuki. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Hello again. If you're just joining us, hello. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio, and this is the Bob and Tom program. Happy to be here, covering every aspect of contemporary sports today.
And domino building.
Mm-hmm. I think this is great.
The least interesting thing you can do with dominoes.
Yeah.
Stack them.
Wow, how tall is that? Well, I don't know. Let's measure. Let's go up one more foot, fellas.
Oh, I don't know. It might fall over.
That's the dance.
Where you going, everybody?
The
It's just
subtle
getting good.
dance.
I mean, you think about this.
No, I don't want to think about it.
If at any point, and during this 5-day period, any one of the dominoes, like you said, a little light breeze and it's over. This is a very delicate operation.
I would pay so much money to watch Chick run through it. Just tackle that tower.
Now, I wonder if it's still up or if it, if the air conditioning popped on and it fell down.
No, it was not still up. Anyone listening?
Okay. Thank you very much. Now Josh is here to entertain. What do you got?
Anything. I can burp into the microphone. Anything will be better.
Okay. Christy Lee is right over there.
Hey, there she is.
She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Enlighten us into the
Tom,
world
you
of
really
news.
loved that domino story.
It's fun.
No, it's not fun. It's not fun.
You should like it, Christy.
The idea of fun is war.
This woman is, first of all, she's corralling like 8 people. And getting boys to do your bidding.
Wait, a woman talked 8 nerds into doing something for her? Like there's nothing easier in the world.
And think she'll show us her boobies?
When she gets on the ladder, I got a little glimpse of beaver.
At last, someone said something worse.
Yes.
The weird thing is that the accent that guy, he's one of the Danes. Very odd. Christy's at the Silac Insurance News
Let's
Desk.
get to this story out of Armenia so that you'll.
This is a great story.
Great story.
Wait till you hear this.
Armenia.
Hold on, wait till you hear this.
Armenia's Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan is offering to expose his male member to prove that he's a Christian. According
now, this gets a little complicated. So this guy is the head honcho of this country, and has announced to the people he's going to expose himself, take his pants off.
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
But I mean,
what is it about you that you feel like you have to explain what she just clearly said?
Well, because you'll see in a sec. Keep reading and I'll
According to the BBC, Mr. Pashinyan and the Armenian Apostolic Church have been embroiled in a bitter standoff that has seen mass arrests as well as allegations of a coup plot. Last week, a priest in the town of Massus alleged that Mr. Pashinyan had been circumcised, comparing him to Judas and implying that he was not Christian. Mr. Pashinyan responded by saying he was prepared to expose his penis to prove to the world that the circumcision claims are false.
Oh, okay. All right.
Pretty clear to me.
Yeah.
Well, what wasn't clear to me is in Armenia, their culture, you don't get circumcised.
Right.
Fully intact, yes.
Right. If you're circumcised, it would be, and that's kind of the opposite. I mean, don't you think in America?
Yes.
Yes, in America, yes. But even in European countries, most
yes. Christians are circumcised.
Yes, I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
So in that country, you don't get the tip cut off if you are a whatever it is apostolic Christian. I mean, can you imagine if that were happening in this country during the debates?
Oh. Didn't it kind of feel like it almost came to that?
Yeah, I think H. Ross Perot threatened, hey, I'm 5'5", but I'm going to whip off my pants right now, and you can see that I'm circumcised like an Englishman.
Bob's the only Armenian I know. Is he circumcised?
Well, that's a great question, but he was born in the United States of America.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's probably...
Well, and a lot of Englishmen are not circumcised, Tom. When you read cut
true.
like an Englishman means,
that's
chiseled and fit.
Ah.
It does not mean circumcised.
No, there's a movie where a guy says that.
And what he says is he's cut like an Englishman, meaning he's made out of good stock.
He's not
Has nothing to do with
you. Are you kidding? You mean a dick observation is incorrect? All these years, I thought that was a big dick thing.
I've tried to tell you.
Are we still on the air?
Okay, sorry.
No. Anywhere at all.
I thought that was an incredible story. So I can see you guys don't feel so much.
Well, he didn't whip it out. I mean, he's just saying, hey, if you want proof, I've got it.
Right.
Yeah. So it's almost a story.
Yeah.
Do you
got
think
that going for
You know what? Yes. Yes. It is almost a story.
Next week it might be a story.
And if he does, we'll have photographic proof.
We were here first.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
and then
you,
I'll
Tom.
get to go, whoa.
Now, Christy, have you ever seen one that was
in the wild?
untamed, if you will?
Boy, I did. High school football team.
Anybody in this room? You don't have to, just by a show of hands, anybody?
Fully
seen
intact?
them in the wild, or are we all circumcised?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Because Oskay, I thought you were kind of on the fence.
My son's not.
There we go.
I didn't have my son circumcised.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Did you keep the is the bris the actual tip, or is that the guy that does it's the moil?
Ceremonies,
right?
This is the ceremony.
Yeah.
What do they call the tip thing that comes off?
The tip, I believe.
The foreskin.
Or the foreskin.
Right.
Oh, there's not a name for
I
it?
believe we have a picture of the penis in question.
What?
Oh,
I'm being told we have a picture of the penis.
Oh, boy.
As you can see, it is hooded.
Oh, it's fully intact, all right.
And it's got the pink.
Yeah.
Pink
Pink on the
Pink
top.
on top.
Right.
That's a picture of me.
We got you.
You caught us.
Is your son okay with not? I mean,
Emperor
No, we don't
Palpatine.
talk about it.
you don't talk about it?
No, not really.
Okay.
Okay, I know this is going to be. I had a friend whose dad got circumcised as an adult
Right.
when he joined the army.
Right.
Sure.
I know a famous band that had that done.
The whole band?
Yeah, they're from Australia. You may know who they are. Little Saturday Night Fever, those guys. Had it done.
AC/DC?
Bee Gees. Had it done
Bee
late
Gees?
in life, yeah.
Really?
Really? Why?
All of them?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Is that what just before their voices got real high?
Am I supposed to ask you how in the hell you know that?
It was happening when I first had met them down in Miami.
Wow.
Yeah, that was very late in life, yeah.
What was the
apparently,
reason
it's
for
quite painful.
Well,
That's exactly what I heard.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
think?
Yeah, as you're.
I know when I had mine done, I couldn't walk for 2 years.
You.
I don't care what you say. That's solid comedy.
I wonder if your son Jeff is considering having it done.
Yeah.
No, I don't
That's-
think it's been an issue.
Yeah.
So far.
Okay, and even weirder, there's also a process. This is really weird. Men who have had the traditional circumcision that wanted to undo it.
So they stretch it on the
There's a
end.
whole thing where they put weights on it.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I think if you want to know more about that, just Google mental illness. And
now there's no reason to throw names.
get over it. Coming up in the news? More dumb health ideas.
Oh, good.
We have news about allowances. That's very interesting. Do you give your kid an allowance, and what's the average allowance in America today? We have a song coming from Mr. Godwin.
Okay.
And another one of my favorite stories of today involves something from the world of science and the world of color. It's really cool, really interesting. I'm very excited about this, and I'm excited about coming back soon to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, where we remain the Bob and Tom Show. Doug Stanhope is with us. Let's see, we've established a few things. Doug is a single man, but he's living with a woman in
sin.
Her name is Bingo.
Her nickname, yeah.
They live in, is it Bisbee?
Christy felt the need to. You know, I get a great bingo story, but I like her. She's got a really
careful,
conservative side of our family that listens to your show, and I have a great story, and I can't tell it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, she's very nice. We have met Bingo. She's very nice.
Yes, she's very nice.
And
we did a charity poker event in Miami last week.
This is the card game.
Yeah, with porn stars and me.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you hear poker.
Doug's naked a lot. Did I mention that?
You hear poker.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
I
Those
get
days
all
are
icky.
over.
Yeah,
Okay.
I bloated up when I quit smoking. I just
It got all achy?
Yeah, I get all bloated and fat, and I try not to be naked as much as possible. I'm sure Chick can feel me on this one.
Oh, yeah, I feel you, brother.
Anyway, the only point of my story is if you're gonna have a threesome in a sleazy Best Western in Miami with a giant pile of stepped-on blow with Ginger Lynn, do it in 1983. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about last weekend.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Didn't work out well.
She's nearing 50.
Hey, wait a
Things I
minute.
should have done as a kid. Why did I finally do this now?
We're trying to see how Chick McGee will do in the cherry spitting competition in the parking lot.
No,
well, here, I'll eat the cherry, then I'll give you the pit.
Oh, no, you don't do that. No.
I've never been so turned on in my life.
Come on.
Now, when you do it, you have to pass it tongue to tongue.
Now, we just talked with one of the champions.
It turns out Nats. Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Nats love cherry.
Oh, how about that?
It may just be me that they love. I haven't been able to shower since last Tuesday.
Don't tell us that.
I can't get this wound wet. I'm
that's
sorry.
too
There may
bad.
be a BO issue here.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so it's 50 feet to the poster of me.
Right.
Now, is the line is right here where the sidewalk meets the asphalt.
So, has Chick popped a cherry in his mouth? Does he have a pit in there?
Have you ever popped a cherry?
No, never have the pit.
Oh, come on. One time in Welsh, West Virginia.
All right.
Okay, Chick McGee is...
he's at the line. Now,
He's
remember...
eating the cherry. The pit. Where's the pit in your mouth right now? Oh, he dropped it. Oh, 3-second rule. Oh, I'm sure there are no goose turds. Netta, he put it back in his mouth.
Oh,
this is where the geese poop all the time.
Oh, yeah. No, they pooped on the other side.
It hasn't rained in 3 months.
Okay, now, is there a line that Chick he can't cross?
You can't cross. Plant your feet.
He's got to get a toe on the line.
You predicted you could spit it how far? 30 feet is what you... Okay, I think you're going to get maybe 20.
I have a severe crosswind. Feel that?
Oh, now he's... pussy crosswind.
Well, you know, those crosswinds...
You think the bullet Kraus complains about a crosswind?
Probably.
Uh-huh.
Bitches about a lot of stuff.
Have we got...
Okay, go ahead. Do we have our measuring tape?
It's already marked on the pavement.
Okay, ready? Go ahead. It's off, and... Where'd it go? It got to the second blue tape.
Which is how far?
Is that? 20 feet.
20 feet.
Oh.
That's how you. That's
You
what
said 30. There's a significant difference. Okay, now Chick is leaning back. Now, are you folded? Is the pit folded into your tongue? Remember, he said the key is lung power and getting a vacuum seal. He just spit. No.
How much?
What do you think? What is that? That's short of 20 feet.
Short of 20?
Okay, short of 20 feet.
It's getting worse.
Again, what?
I think you need a...
Yeah, Tom, put your money where your mouth is.
I never said I could do this.
Oh, yeah? Come on.
Come on,
Have these
spit.
cherries been washed?
Come on, Chick. Chew up a cherry for him.
They've been washed.
Feed him like a bird.
Cherries.
Haven't you seen them wash them at the store?
Okay, go ahead, take over.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Breathe through your nostril.
You look like...
Jeez.
You look like some bad lawyer at the turn of the century in court. Your Honor, I've never known my... Oh, he's ready. Have you swallowed the cherry meat?
No, what's the technique here?
You roll your
Spit
tongue.
it.
Can you roll your tongue?
Spit.
I'm afraid I'm going to swallow it and choke.
Just spit.
Now, we could only hope.
Oh, my God. That didn't even go 10 feet.
Here comes Christy Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, now we have a gal
She's
with
got on her Daisy Dukes.
great lung capacity.
Okay, let me get this microphone down here in front of Christy. So
Your mouth, by the way. That's the smallest tongue I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, well, that's
All right.
good.
That's why I can't do this. I don't think I'm going to be very
It's
good.
like a 3-year-old tongue.
Oh, yeah, 18-year-old tongue is what I
Thank
meant
you.
to
Well,
say.
every-
The
all
line,
models
the
on
line
the
is where
age.
the asphalt meets the cement.
He's out here with his cane pointing at...
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm injured. Do you mind? Okay, step up. You can't take a running start.
All right, is Christy eating a
Christy
cherry?
has kind of a controversial stance, Bob. She has her feet staggered.
Okay.
And now the technique, Christy, you're supposed to go up and down like you're doing jumping jacks. Remember, it's Braless Day.
That's right, it is Braless Day.
Okay, here we go. Christy leans back. Can she spit?
No, you can't make her laugh.
What was that, 2 feet? Was that, how far did that go? 6 feet, okay.
Uh-huh.
I think she got a little on her chin.
How are we on time, Bob? We don't have a scorer's time clock.
Well, we have about 1 or 2 more minutes here.
I've never been a spitter, Bob.
That a girl. That's what I like about
I think those Christy Lee, I've never been a spitter T-shirts might be a big item for the store.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into...
Tails around the corner.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Several nocturnal animals might knock on a window: raccoons, possums, and certain birds. So there you go.
We'll have a conversation about what she's talking about. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Jeff Oskay. Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom. Big doings at Christy's house.
Yeah, in my house, too. It's a weird season for animal life.
Well, it's weird temperatures, too, Jack.
Local FD. I know. We might have different temperatures where you're listening. I know.
So last night, Christy makes the announcement during the commercial. Do you know anything that knocks on your door in the middle of the night?
It was on the window in the middle of the night. Something went. I'm not joking. I mean, my dogs went crazy. I woke up. And, of course, Andy goes, "What's going on?" He wakes up.
What happened?
And I go, "Did you not hear that?" He goes, "No." And I go, "Something knocked on the window."
I was having a dream about escaping.
Look, I had a long day. I just wanted a couple hours of sack time.
Just
What do I get?
me and the vistas of Montana. I know, talking.
I've changed my name to Leonard.
Yeah, raccoon stealing the car. Raccoons still your
So I looked it up, and it says raccoons, possums, and certain birds like owls are known to make noises against windows in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah, typically birds do this. They smash into it and die.
Yeah, well.
And you find them the next morning.
I'll go out there and look, but I'm not going out until the sunrise.
I'm watering my flowers. I got one of my dogs with me, and I look up, and there's a coyote maybe 40 feet away from
Was
me.
he licking his chops at your
5:30 in the afternoon. No, there's
be rabbit.
There's two dogs.
You see a coyote or a fox or anything, they're sick.
I think that's true for raccoons during the day. I don't think it's true for this coyote. This coyote looked perfectly healthy, and he jogged off and went over to my neighbor's house.
Actually, when a raccoon knocks at your door in the middle of the night, they need to use your phone.
Oh, do
That's
they?
right, yeah.
They're not up to speed. And a lot of us don't have landlines anymore.
Right. They're slowly getting the message.
Okay, well, I did a little more research on that exciting story about the Prime Minister of Armenia.
Okay.
And once again, he has offered to show his male member to the public because he's been accused by a representative of the Armenian Apostolic Church, who has accused him of being being circumcised. And in this particular religion, you do not get circumcised. And it's really a serious issue. And I guess this guy, his name is Mr. Pashinyan, Nicole Pashinyan, and he is obviously he's Armenian. He's head honcho in Armenia. He has said he will expose his penis to prove that he is not circumcised. And I guess I didn't know this. It's on a regular Sunday morning show they have.
Really?
Meet the Penis. Yeah, it's great. This does not happen in American politics, except perhaps during the Clinton administration when he offered to show it to a series of interns. See, he liked the.
See, he likes the.
But yeah, so he's doing this in response to being called out by the head religious guy.
Yeah.
The
head of the Apostolic Church there.
Guy named Massis says he accuses the Armenian prime minister of being circumcised. So now it's odd because there are certain other religions where the head guys would say, "Yeah, show it to me."
That's not funny.
I'd like to see an adult one.
An adult one.
Did you hear that, Christy?
Oh, man. Jeff, you want to go have some coffee?
How about some pancakes?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, good. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to return to the Silac Insurance News Desk with Christy Lee.
Troopers in Florida arrested a man for driving 115 miles per hour with a baby in the car. Florida Highway Patrol said troopers saw the 29-year-old speeding, weaving through traffic, and nearly crashing while trying to avoid a mattress on I-75. When a trooper pulled the car over, he found a woman in the passenger seat and her 10-month-old infant in the back. The driver said he had been arguing with the passenger and was not paying attention to his speed. The trooper, however, has picked up the man's phone and noticed it was playing a Snapchat video showing the car's speedometer registering 113 miles per hour.
Oh, they were making a video.
Yep, he was arrested for reckless driving and child neglect.
I'll say.
God.
Yeah, that's the thing. See how fast I'm going?
That's awful.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I can remember.
And Snapchat? What is this, 10 years ago?
Yeah. Kids are still using it, some of them.
Are they?
Yeah.
Pat, you know the main freeway that goes along the coast of Florida on the East Coast?
East Coast, 95?
Yeah, and it's like 8 lanes each way.
Yeah.
I can remember on many occasions driving to the Fort Lauderdale airport early on a Sunday morning, and guys would go by on motorcycles doing wheelies.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it going 80.
Oh, yeah.
Because I used to have to do that run a lot, and I would see it all the time. Real badass.
No, they're not badass. They're real dumbass.
Sometimes it scares the hell out of you.
Yeah. Sure.
A motorcycle has a tendency to creep up on you in a way, like the sound. Yeah. All of a sudden it's...
Yeah, exactly. And then you go, this guy's on one wheel.
Yeah.
If he falls off this thing, he's going to be really hurt.
Oh, road rash himself to nothing.
So you say they're badasses instead of foolish.
Well, I mean, they're crazy.
It must be a thrill, but yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I see it every once in a while. I just saw it here about a month ago, but it was on just a regular street.
Right.
And when they do that, it does make quite the noise.
Yeah.
Cool. So this guy just doing it to make a little video.
Yeah. Yeah. Endangering the life of a child.
Idiot.
God.
I wonder if there's a special section as you check into hell for morons that are here because they were trying to get on social media. Here's the Facebook section. And then
Would have to be, right?
Yeah. Now you'll notice that there's an older crowd in the morons that were on MySpace section.
You know what? I think I'll go into that section. It seems that they're, granted, they are standing neck deep in feces, but they're drinking coffee, having cigarettes. I'll go in there.
And then what happens?
Goes in, the door closes, and you hear an announcement. All right, break's over. Back on your heads. The classics.
Oh, that is
You ever argued in the cars with somebody, Pat?
Oh, this guy claimed that he was
arguing with his with his lady.
If a real argument in the car can be brutal, and I have something for him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right.
Those can be really rough. Waiting for the guitar to arrive.
So this is still the intro?
I tried to make her laugh, tried to make her smile. I only have another 500 miles. We're driving to her parents. She knows I hate to go. She's all ticked off and the traffic is slow. We had a little spat, had another fight. She's still furious from late last night. She's mad as hell. Here come the tears when we finally get there. She'll be counting my beers. I'm stuck in a car with an angry woman on an 8-hour drive. Like being trapped with bees in a bottle and it's an angry hive. I'm driving a new EV, but it's not a quiet ride. No, I'm stuck in a car with an angry woman on an 8-hour drive. I tried to make her laugh, tried to make her smile. I only have another 400 miles. She's annoyed about something stupid I said. She's getting real loud and her face is all red. She's got a pissed off list, her own top 10. Never forget, she's mad all over again. She's ripping me a new one, talking some trash. She's spitting on the windshield and pounding the dash. I'm stuck in a car with an angry woman on an 8-hour drive. Like being pinned by a grizzly bear. There's no chance that you'll survive. I wish a tractor trailer had hit me. I'd crawl out the other side. No, I'm stuck in a car with an angry woman on an 8-hour drive. I tried to make her laugh, tried to make her smile. I only have another 300 miles, 200 miles, 100 miles. I'm stuck in a car with an angry woman on an 8-hour drive.
Yeah.
All right.
I love the earnestness of that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very early 60s folk music.
Very Chapin-esque.
Yes.
You know, kind of,
I've been there, man. I feel you.
oh, me too. That's the worst. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody's phone just went
That
out.
is hilarious. A text literally just went
How
off.
did she know? Like, that was quick.
We're on delay, too. That's really amazing. Thank you very much, Pat. Is that on the new album?
It is, yeah.
Now, what's that new album called?
It's called Hotel Pool.
What's that new TV special called?
That is called what is that? Identity Crisis.
Oh, there we go.
It's not out till the end of the year.
Okay.
What do you think of that title, Tom?
Not new.
It's all right.
All right.
End of the year.
Yeah, end of the year. I sent you an email.
You did?
no actual
I
thing.
never read your email.
Let me ask you a question. What emails do you read? Because I know you don't read mine. You don't read Pat's.
No, I do.
He responds to all of mine.
Of course he does. You're his favorite. We all know.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Well, thank you very much. What's coming up in the news, Christy Lee?
Do you give your kids an allowance? Cursive writing back in one state. And camel milk could replace milk, dairy milk, cow milk.
We tried it one morning, and I don't think we cared for it.
Well, it could be an alternative in other countries, maybe.
Sure.
I doubt
Wacky
it.
camel countries.
I'm sorry, what do we got? Camel countries?
Wacky camel countries.
Wacky camel countries.
Yeah, well, come to camel country.
Oh, okay. All right.
Many countries have camels.
We'll be back.
Okay, these are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Asking for the Ace Cosby joke of the day, a dear gentleman and Christy Lee, writes Casey. Can we get an extra joke of the day from Ace?
No. Here's the answer.
He says to cheer up Chick after the Commanders lost to the Cowboys.
I see.
Is that what's happening?
Is that what's called ironic?
This guy's a Weisenheimer.
Yeah.
It's Casey from Boise, Idaho.
Love Boise.
Jackass.
Let's get at least one out right now.
Pronounce Boise. Anybody there will tell us.
Boise.
Completely wrong.
Reason.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. This is.
How do you like that, Ace?
How do you like that, Ace? He said, pretending to have done it on purpose.
All right, who's been messing with my machine?
Yep, I know. You know what? I tell you one
How do you
thing.
like that, Ace?
It ain't your fault, pal. I know that. Okay, 2 for 2.
No,
Who's that guy with the sexy voice? Ace Cosby, go.
Thank you.
Hey, Chick. Yes, Ace.
When are turkeys the most grateful?
When are turkeys the most grateful? I don't know, Ace. When?
The day after Thanksgiving.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Brought to you by Omaha Steaks.
Utterly lacking in humor.
Save 50%.
No, see, the idea is that they live through it, you see.
Yeah.
If they're
survivors, you know?
No.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to pass out. That was so unfunny.
Omaha Steaks, where you can save 50% off during the Omaha Steaks Cyber Sale. Go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code BTS for an extra $30 off. Minimum purchase may apply. That's Omaha Steaks.
So,
hey, Chick.
Oh, we're getting two in a row.
Wait. Okay,
wait a minute. We got no intro.
I'm going to have to sing
totally
it.
lost.
Okay,
Maybe this one will be a joke.
Here we go. Who's that sexy man with the deep voice?
Stop. What the hell is going on?
It was hilariously wrong.
You have to explain it to me.
Who's that?
It's wrong, and you
sexy
keep
man?
doing it wrong.
We don't have the original intro.
Can you put it on mine, Jason?
Okay.
I can do it. Why don't we just all sing it together?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, do you want to do a spoken word thing? Kind of.
No, we're going to sing.
Who's that?
Ready?
Okay, ready? Here it comes. Because yeah, 1, 2. Who's no?
You're not even going to play the music?
Sorry.
We have a bed.
I was waiting. I wanted you guys. Stop it. Ready? Here it comes.
Start right when the music starts.
Sexy man with the deep voice.
Ace Cosby.
Yeah, that throws me.
Who's that?
Okay.
Son of a gun.
He's been sitting on it the whole time.
It only took a half hour.
His joke of the day.
Hey, Chick.
Yes, Ace. What?
What did the turkey say to the computer?
What did the turkey say to the computer? I don't know what.
Google.
That was Ace Cosby's joke.
Google. Oh, as opposed to gobble.
It's a.
I mean, 2 whiffs.
Well, we might as well go for the third.
We gotta have another.
If you do a third, I will eat this coffee mug, hoping the shards destroy my ear.
Here he is with his joke of the day.
Yes, Ace.
Hey, Chick. What did the space turkey... What
I like space turkey.
I like that too. It's got a good start.
What would a space turkey sound like?
Gotta be good.
What did the space turkey sound like?
Hubble.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's better than Google.
Yeah, there's the joke. Yeah, those are in tandem. They're excellent.
Boy, that seems like that took a really long
It
time.
did, but that's okay.
It was like smoking. It took 5 years off of our lives.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
People think China's listening to all of us on our mobile phones. Yeah, we Google something, they steal our info and get in our accounts at the savings and loan. Hey! My credit's bad, I can't buy a house, can't even finance a late model car. I wouldn't mind someone taking my name. Oh, give me a brand new start, yeah. Feel free to steal my identity. Steal my identity. Steal it! My mom, Catherine, her maiden name's QWERTY. 1, 2, 3, 4 is my passcode. My pet's name is Fido. Now you're in me. Look at all the stuff we owe. I had 2 surgeries with insurance. 1 on the back and 1 for the heart. They garnished my wages, couldn't pay my deductible. Take my name, give me a brand new start. Come on, feel free to steal my identity, steal my identity. Get my number from Social Security, 209-526-13. Child support's due, you can pay that too. Please steal my identity. BB, steal my identity.
All right.
Yeah.
Great, man. Thanks.
My favorite part is look at all the stuff we owe.
Boy, ain't that the truth.
I like that.
Well, thank you, Pat. Coming up.
All right. Here we go. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hi, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Jeff Oskay.
Yes, sir.
There's Josh Arnold.
When's duck hunting season? Do you guys know?
Why?
I think it's rabbit season, isn't it?
It's duck season.
It's rabbit.
No, I don't know when it is.
No, I
The
don't
duck's
either.
in your way. You need somebody to take care of them.
No, but
Just ask.
Tom, Ace, who are also in the room. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No.
Why duck season?
I was fishing at a pond and I saw a guy there, and he was there first actually, and he was with his dog. And I said, "Hey, would your dog mind if I fish, across the lake, or will this bother him?" And because sometimes dogs like to go after fish or the lure, and that's no good. And he was like, "Oh no, go ahead." And then I saw him throwing something out into the middle of the lake. Dog would go out and get it, and then he'd come back, and the guy would spend a minute or two talking to the dog after he did this.
Yeah.
And I realized, he's trained there, and I kind of caught a little bit of it. He's training the dog to go get the ducks when they fall into the water. And I just didn't know. I'm sure it's not duck season now. I don't know.
Is it in the fall?
It's September 6th through the 14th.
Okay, so a little off-season training.
Boy, that's a short season for duck hunting. The 6th through the 14th?
Okay, now I just randomly Googled this. Then it says, I need help with this. It says regular duck, coot, and merganser seasons.
I don't know merganser. I've heard of coot.
Yeah,
what's coot?
You can eat that.
You can eat coot?
Yeah. Put that in a hot tub. That's good eating.
Well, you gotta. What? No. What is coot?
I don't know.
How do you spell it?
COOT.
Like you old coot. That's where that comes from.
Is that where that comes from?
Oh, you old bird?
Oh, it's a beautiful bird. American coot.
The American coot. In the wild. I'd give anything if we could switch all the photos over to Tom.
That's a black bird with a white bill. See it? Right
okay.
here.
Pink on the inside.
Yeah.
That.
I mean, doesn't American Coot does sound like some kind of patriotic porno movie.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
I don't think I have either. Maybe.
It says found in lakes, ponds, and marshes and wetlands.
How about that?
Good swimmers and divers, often seen in big flocks.
Does it say what part of the country?
Well, probably your Floridas, your marshy.
Yeah, marsh. You gotta have a lot of marsh.
Water areas.
Plenty of marsh there.
Up there in Jersey, they got
Throughout North America.
Yeah. Now, actually, this, believe it or not, at random leads into a story. By the way, just read a thing. It says the daily limit for coots.
Yes.
Is 15. So
good night.
Well, you get
15.
That's
a lot. My Will Chamberlain.
Those are big numbers.
That's a lot.
They're found in the Midwest, the Southeast, and the West Coast. And you're right. Slang old coot. A mild insult for an eccentric, stubborn, or grumpy old man.
Once again, once we told him he had to look it up.
I said you were right. I was congratulating you.
Yeah, but you looked it up. You're not hearing me.
Him.
What do you mean?
I don't think he believed him.
I really liked seeing this dog train. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
Were you able to get the lure out of his mouth?
Yeah. Thankfully, we kept our distance.
Okay.
He did watch as I caught a tiny bass, though.
Aw.
He was interested.
Now, speaking of waterfowl, we have this bizarre story.
Residents of a New York neighborhood are outraged after video captured thieves stealing a swan from a park in Queens. The viral footage shows a young man with a swan in his hands running from the inlet in Frank Charles Memorial Park and stuffing the bird into a waiting car.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stephanie Santiago, who took the video, told WABC that she then watched as four men laughed as they sped away.
Oh, they loved it.
Yeah.
They couldn't believe how much fun they were having.
What?
Police have since apprehended 3 of the 4 suspects, though they have not recovered the missing swan.
Boy, that can't be easy. I thought swans were ferocious.
So did I. I thought they would.
I was surprised in the video how huge the swan was. Like, this thing was gigantic compared to the guy carrying it.
The New York State Department of Environmental Conservation says that mute swans are protected under the law. Therefore, swans, as well as their nests and eggs, may not be handled or harmed without authorization from the DEC.
I'd always heard swans were mean.
I have always heard that
I've
too.
never. So I thought. I've seen them, but
And they would protect their young.
What kind of a
at all costs.
jackass?
Uh-oh.
What's a mute swan?
I mean, if they were geese, I'd be all in favor of it. Chop their heads off. I hate those things.
Josh thinks they're funny.
Boy, they make me laugh a lot.
Now, do you know what you call a group of swans?
No, I don't remember.
This is one of those multi.
Like there are 3 or 4 of them?
It depends where they are. A group of swans on land is referred to as a bank of swans.
All right.
In flight, and this makes sense, a wedge of swans. And on water,
a lake of swans.
A bevy of swans.
A bevy?
Bevy, yeah. Did you know that at department stores they call it a wedge of underwear?
Oh, I didn't. Wasn't aware of that.
It's a grouping of...
Not a wedgie, but a wedge of underwear.
You ever get a wedgie, Tom?
Oh, yeah. I had brothers, remember?
Oh, that's right.
You kidding? We used to do one called the Supreme.
Oh, was that where you tried to get over your head?
They would pick you up. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, that was...
Atomic wedgie is that's also...
Yeah, they try to pick up... Yeah, you have to have 2 guys for that, or one gigantic guy.
We didn't do that as brothers, the wedgie.
Well, that's nice.
Well, you weren't flirting homosexuality with your brothers. That's what you were doing, playing grab ass at the lake house, totally naked, playing the fabulous game Bear Man with clothespins and bath towels.
Look at him out there, honey. My gosh.
My God, what are they doing now?
Now what would your dad say when you guys were roller skating in the basement to disco music?
I'm sure, we never heard him, but I'm sure there were times where he would go up to my mom and just, oh, boy. Yeah, figures, huh?
We lost all 3.
Yeah, 2 tours.
All 4 of them? I thought maybe 1.
Yeah, 2 tours of duty in Vietnam, and this is what I got.
How many grandkids are going to get out of this bunch, huh?
yeah, boy, oh, boy.
All right. What's coming up in the news, Christy?
Can you adopt grandkids?
We have a lot of kid news coming up. We have allowances in the news. We have cursive writing in the news. We have an interesting story from space. And we have, for my fashion friends, we have a Vogue editor in the news and wind tower. Yeah.
She's still wearing her sunglasses all
Devil
the time.
Wears Prada. Yeah, she does.
It's good look. What's she hiding?
She's eye sensitive.
What's she hiding?
Her eyes are very sensitive, Tom.
She thinks she's a star. Okay. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by the stars at the Silac Insurance Company, the experts in annuities. Stock market up, down, up, down, up. When you're thinking about your future, you want to make sure you've got something you can count on, counter the volatility of the market with an annuity. And it's all about making sure that you have money when you retire and that you are getting it on a regular basis to keep living your life. So you won't be stressing about retirement money, because with an annuity, it's not going to run out. You can't outlive your money. Get the details. Find out what restrictions might apply. Learn all about it at silacins.com. That's SILAC. silacins.com. An easy way, actually, to get some information. Just call pound 250. You hit that hashtag, pound sign, whatever you want to call it, pound 250, and say out loud, lifetime income. That's pound 250 and say lifetime income to get information from the Silac Insurance Company. And you can also just go to the Bob and Tom website. We've got a link right there, silacins.com or pound 250 and say lifetime income. An annuity from the Silac Insurance Company. Plan on it, live on it. As she said, coming up, we have interesting news from the world of camels and a super cool thing about sort of a brand new color that has kind of been invented by science, or lack of color.
And I am writing a musical, and I need your feedback on the first part of it.
Oh, okay, great.
Oh, any kind of a hint?
Well, I can give you the title of the musical.
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
A Summer's Embrace.
Summer's Embrace.
A Summer's Embrace. Okay, so it involves food?
Like a knee brace?
These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios,
God, man.
and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
I did create a new character for Donald Trump. It's a mashup. It's Ronald McDonald Trump.
Oh!
Yeah, it's tremendous. We've got the Hamburglar. We're working on... He's rubble-rubbling, and he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy, so we've got some help. We've got Mayor McCheese doing a tremendous job. Mayor McCheese is working with me, and Officer Big Mac, and also Elon McMuffin. The three of us, the four of us, we're doing a great job.
Now, is it true, Mr. President, that you fired half of the Fry guys?
We did. We had to. Elon came in and he said, "You're not doing what you need to do, and it's costing too much." And we're going to build a wall between the restaurant and the play area, and then we're going to build a ball pit. It's going to be the best ball pit, and it's like a spherical moat. It's going to be tremendous, and we're going to make Playland great again. It's going to be the number one. The number one. It's not any better. You can't get any better. J.D. Value Mill. He's a great guy.
That's Frank Caliendo. Oh, that's so funny.
It's very personal to me. I mean, actually, I'm feeling really good, at the very, very moment. I've had my cigarettes and all that. And, but this has actually been a pretty tough year. I think it's been a tough year for everybody. And my newest thing is that every time I get a piece of mail, it's bad news, no matter what. So I finally just put a trash can in front of my doorstep and just put a little note there to the mailman just saying, please deposit all mail into this and then take it out on Mondays. But so this is just sort of a song about that. It's kind of a sad song about my life. I just got a letter in the mail saying that my... Oh, wait, you know what? I'm sorry.
You can't do this all of a sudden?
Well, okay, let me think it out here.
You have to redo some words?
If it's necessary, we can take a break and you can rewrite some of the words. Are you just... Now, is this a Haywood moment? Are you forgetting them, or are you trying to rewrite them?
Well, no, I got...
There's a content issue?
All
right. Okay.
I just got a letter in the mail saying since they didn't receive my credit card in time, there's a $40 fine, which would have been okay, except for that it caused me to exceed the credit line, and that's another $40 fine. Then I got another piece of mail saying that the balance due was drawn from my account, which caused a bunch of checks to bounce, $40 each. And the worst part is that one of those checks was for the DMV for my registration fee. So one day I was on my way to work and I couldn't find my car. It wasn't where I parked it just the day before, and then I got another piece of mail saying since the registration tags were out of date, they just towed my car away, which wasn't quite okay. I called them to explain, and when they finally put me through, they just made me wait on hold. After 40 minutes I hung up because I had to go to work, but then I realized if I don't have my car, then how am I gonna drive to work? So I got fired from my job. So here I am living in a box underneath a bridge in a quiet little town, and I take a look around and things are quite okay. I don't have any bills, and the best part is that I don't get any mail.
Henry Phillips.
Dear Allie, my boyfriend recently proposed to me, and I'm so madly in love with him. We met after he went through a really bad breakup, and I was there for him. But then one night when we got really drunk, he basically told me I would always be second to that girl.
No.
I don't even think you remember saying it. Obviously, I was super hurt, but I felt like I can take what I'll get. But am I making a huge mistake in marrying him knowing that? Do you think I should bring it up, or what should I do? Oof.
Girl, you run.
Yikes.
You can't be with him. No.
Unless stuff, but that could have been a while ago, and maybe feelings have changed.
You can't hear it.
I think it's worth asking him about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, let him defend himself.
Yeah.
What an idiot. Why did he even say that?
Well, he was drunk.
I know. Well, he
Speak
was
the
so
truth.
drunk he might not know. She said.
Maybe that's the deep truth
Yeah.
for this guy.
That's why it's like,
You know, I've
man,
never quite bought into that when you're drunk, everything you say is the honest truth.
That's
no.
true.
That's true. I've
There's
lied
a lot of BSing when you're drunk.
Yeah,
there is.
But why would you say that?
I don't know.
Like, that's like, oy.
Talk to him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. In that case, I think it was truth serum, but I agree. Generally, drinking's not always that. Eesh.
That's a tough
Just
one.
talk to him. Yeah,
That's almost worse
you have
than
every
cheating.
right to ask him.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Christy Lee's there.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Miss Jeff Oskay.
That's right.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
You have to pardon me. I'm really working away on this musical here.
Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello. Before we get to your musical, Josh, and
Yes.
I'm very excited about this. Christy enlightened me to something that I did not know.
Oh, what's that?
We were talking about this news story in which I guess 3 or 4 idiots stole a swan from a pond in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And they haven't located the swan, right?
No.
They literally stole it. But you were saying that a swan, they don't...
Now, according to the internet, I've not seen it myself, but mute swans don't make very much noise, if at all, until they're dying. Then they wail one last time.
Yeah.
So that's where, and I didn't know this until I just was. That means the phrase "swan song."
Very good.
I didn't put that together.
Yeah.
I had never thought of that in my entire life.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's somebody's swan song.
So, yeah.
So that's where that comes from?
I would think so.
Finally, after all these years, I've learned something on this show.
Wow, we learned about Old Coot and Swan Song in 1 hour.
And coot's kind of like a duck.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I would have thought a coot would be more like a beaver.
You can't get down off the duck, but you can go down on a coot.
You rascal, you behave yourself over there.
I'm treacherous.
Dry.
We better send you out to sea.
Now, Josh, what's this about a musical? What's happening?
Well, I've decided to branch out a little bit and write a musical romance.
Oh, nice.
I feel like on this show I don't get to spread my
Creative wings.
romantic wings. I think I have a lot of love to share and a lot of love stories to tell.
Okay.
And this is, I only have a title and I have the first 2 lines of the opening number.
Okay.
And so I need your feedback.
Go ahead.
The title is A Summer's Embrace.
Uh-huh.
Curtain opens.
Yes.
We see 2 young lovers in sort of 1950s bikini swimwear. You know, a conservative, but still.
Now, the guy's wearing the bikini?
No, you know what I mean. It's
it's
the swimwear from
traditional.
Yeah,
Okay.
things you would see in like a beach movie.
Sure.
And there's some trees in the back and maybe a hint of water nearby. And the man is sitting behind the woman, rubbing something onto her back and shoulders. And the song begins, I'm putting calamine on this gal of mine. And that's all I have.
I like it.
So
you have, I'm putting calamine
On this
gallomine.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Is calamine still a thing?
Isn't that for poison ivy, though?
And for mosquito bites?
Poison ivy, sunburn, mosquito bites.
Yeah.
all of it.
It works on sunburn.
So that's why the trees are in the back and the water. There's many reasons for
So they've left the seaside area because they were getting too much
I
sun.
think they were in a lake, more of a lake area.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it's more of a wooded lake.
Well, he could also do himself. I'm putting copper tone on this big old bone.
Okay.
But that's
Write that down.
Is that the same song? They trade verses.
They go back and forth.
Yeah. Now does she sing that part?
She does. You're right.
Copper tone.
And I'll put copper tone
And
on
what
your
a
big old bone. Go through
Big
the
old
alliteration.
bone.
Yeah.
I'm going to need some lube to invade her tube.
Well, that's not bad.
Guys, slow down, please. My hand can only write so fast.
Boy, who knew this was going to take off, huh? That's amazing.
I'm putting calamine on this
calamine.
Which sounds sweet, and then you get
Copper tone on this big old bone.
Yeah, you guys really did take it down an avenue I wasn't.
Butt paste
prepared.
down south because it's ass to mouth.
Okay, all right. Butt paste. Down south.
What?
I'm just trying to help.
Was ass to mouth being used in the 50s? Was that a term?
An ATM?
Yeah,
No. The first
I think it was being done.
the first ATM was actually in Britain in the late 60s.
I see. All right. Well, I'll continue to work on this. So far, though, would you pay to see it?
It's great.
Yeah.
Who are you envisioning in the lead roles?
I'd pay to have it stopped.
Is this going to be one of those things where the second act, it's the same couple 40 years later?
Kind of the same time next year.
That's interesting.
And then what would what would he be putting on her back now that she's 60?
Biofreeze.
Icy hot? Yeah, maybe some kind of icy hot. Maybe even some
It's icy hot. I'm going to invade her.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
You can go either T or S.
Be careful, that stuff burns.
Yeah. Oh, she should say that to him first. Yeah. All right. And I don't know. What do you put on bed sores?
Ooh, gross.
Calamine.
All right,
Maybe
calamine.
Vaseline.
So it can be the same thing. I'm putting calamine.
If you go Vaseline, that opens up a whole new.
Oh, yeah. Putting Vaseline on her Vaseline.
This is ridiculous.
I'm rubbing her with Ben Gay. I'm going to have my way.
This wasn't the workshop I thought it would be.
Very helpful.
Really,
but I think we've got an idea here that we're going to try to work up into a concept.
Kind of an homage to what that horse can do. That's what this reminds me of.
Oh, yeah. Do one of those three-way rounds.
Yeah, like a round thing.
Oh, who's the third voice?
It'll be a park ranger who comes in, and it's...
and they end up in a three-way.
Another...
Christy, we're trying to keep this clean.
One person who I thought might be on my side when it comes to romance and sweetness.
Well, it could be romantic.
All right. Well, I'll
the ranger comes up. You can't do that here unless you're in. No, wait a minute. That's that's it. Makes it very interesting. It's three guys.
No,
it's modern enough.
Well, then I know what rhymes with here.
Much more likely to get a better review in the Times.
I'll backburner this for now.
Since now we're talking about time travel.
Yeah, let's put a picture.
Where you see the couple. Why don't we review Today in History?
Oh, okay.
We got.
Is that right?
Yeah.
June 27th. A day. We're almost done with June. 25, kids. Holy heck.
30 years from now, on this day in history, they're going to say the seeds of a summer's embrace, the hit Broadway musical, were planted.
What if somebody was listening to this and goes, I'm going to run with that.
I'll write this.
What if somebody buys
Especially the lube and tube, Brian.
Happy birthday, Helen Keller.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tap her on the shoulder, let her know.
No, you're blowing out your presents, Helen.
Well, you stepped on the cake, Helen. Thanks. You're blowing out the
Poor galley.
What is that joke? You answered the iron? What is it?
Yeah. So they're all terrible.
They are all.
Let's see.
Why, Tom? Why was Helen Keller such a terrible driver?
I give up.
She was a woman.
Ouch.
Oh, we're really going to the well today for the classics. Let's see. Happy birthday. Oh, we mentioned H. Ross Perot.
You did mention him earlier.
One of the shortest men ever to run for the presidency. Managed to ruin an election or two. J.J. Abrams, born in the state in 1966. That's a cool name, J.J. Abrams. So I think his real name is like Jeff.
Johnny
Abrams.
Jeff or something.
In 1984, Khloe Kardashian. I don't know which one she is.
Chloe?
She's the 8 feet tall one, right?
Yeah.
No, she's the little one.
I don't know.
I get the big one and the
is
little
she
one.
OJ's daughter?
Chloe.
That's a rumor, I think.
She's OJ's daughter? Is that the...
That's that rumor, yeah.
Was Courtney the big one?
One of them doesn't look like the
Courtney's
other.
the horse face.
Yeah, okay.
The horse face.
You guys are mean.
I thought I couldn't tell you who's who.
They're at
Whenever
Bezos.
I've seen a group photo, I went, oh, they're all gorgeous.
Yeah, they're at Bezos' wedding in Italy right now. All of them.
Oh,
Venice.
Can't
Yeah.
wait to not care about that. I don't know who this is. 1986, Drake Bell.
Drake Bell. He was on
he was
Save.
on a-
he was on a Disney show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it Drake? No. Yeah.
Josh and Drake.
Josh and Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't ring a bell.
Drake Bell is he's a great actor. He was in
he's not bad.
Mean Creek or something. Isn't that that's a good movie?
Yes,
A bunch
that
of kids
is
go down.
a good movie.
Kids go down the movie.
That's a tough one.
Kids go in a raft down the river, and Drake's a bully.
That is a good movie.
It's a tough one.
Well, speaking of Bell, in history today in 1929, Bell Labs demonstrated the first color TV. 1929.
Color TV?
Wow.
Yeah, and then it was changed in 64 to a TV of color.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think 64 is actually a little
A
early.
little early? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I think so. Sorry, I was trying to be nice.
Wait, back in 19 what?
29.
29.
Yeah, I don't
First
know how
color
that
TV.
When you turned it on, was it just a picture of a radio? Even TV back then, right?
Yeah, what was the first TV broadcast was what, like 48 or something? Wasn't it
I don't
a
know.
Yankee game or something?
Dumont, probably.
1939, the famous scene in Gone with the Wind was filmed. The most famous scene. You know what they said in that scene, Christy?
Tomorrow is another day.
No, that's not that one.
Something.
It was
I don't
something. It was
give a
something
damn.
spoken by Clark Gable.
Shocked the nation.
I don't give a damn.
Is it? I've read this. I don't know if it's true that they shot an alternate take.
Oh, really?
Have you ever heard this?
I haven't.
I mean, this sounds like a joke. It's not. They shot a take where he said something like,
Wasn't that Frankly Scarlet? I don't give a damn. Isn't that the actual?
didn't they
quote?
film one like Frankly Scarlet, I Don't Care?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
And
Is it Frankly Scarlet or Frankly My Dear?
Oh, it might be my.
I don't
I
remember.
think it's Frankly My Dear.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I love that movie.
I do too.
I saw it in the theater for the first time I saw it was in a theater, like on
That's where to see it.
like in the 90s.
Did they have an intermission? Isn't it
They
4
did.
hours long?
They had an intermission, and I love it.
And when Superman came on, did people start laughing?
No.
Well, not now.
Yeah.
Weirdo. You love that story.
He
A man who was typecast and had a rough go, certainly.
Mysterious death.
George Reeves.
Controversy of his passing, and you're just loving it when they laugh at him when he appears on Gone with the Wind.
Yeah. So when I saw it, I went, hey, there's Superman.
You were one of those people.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Poor
Yeah,
guy.
but Gone with the Wind came out in 39.
39.
But they re-released it, and I went to see it at the Colony Theater, and I remember hating it.
Nobody knows
Oh, you
what you're
did?
talking
You
about.
hated it?
Yeah, I hated it.
Well, can't sit still that
the
long.
one battle scene where the camera pans back and you see all the bodies and stuff. It is still so impressive to me. I think
That's
it's
all
great.
real stuff that they filmed.
Yeah.
There was no CGI at 39. Well,
no.
37, I guess.
1977, a great day for television, buses, and benches.
Oh, lawyers
1977.
were allowed to
Yes.
advertise. Yeah.
The Supreme Court in 77 stated that lawyers would be allowed to advertise.
Yeah, that's all that advertising.
The benches everywhere. You can go sit on a hammer or whatever.
Sit on a hammer. Why don't you go sit on a hammer?
Let's see. Oh, this is kind of sad. 1985, Route 66 was decertified.
What?
What does that even mean?
This is a TV show that Tom liked when he was a kid.
I mean,
Are
it
you talking
was.
about
but
the actual drive?
Route 66
It's
itself.
no longer the national highway.
Yeah, it was the national, and it was, and then when they did that, they removed all the signs.
And
That's made a little bit of a comeback.
I was going to say, in the St. Louis area, I drove on it all the time, and you're on historic Route 66, so they may have changed whatever. It's mostly stoplights.
Remember the song? Remember the song?
Route 66.
I get my kicks.
Yeah, you get your kicks on Route 66. No, you get your kicks where? DSW?
Depends.
Okay, good.
Nordstrom Rack.
Let's see now. 2017, Mark Zuckerberg said Facebook hit 2 billion monthly users. So they're starting to approach McDonald's numbers. And that was, I think, is that when he went full sociopath?
I don't know.
Okay, good. In the world of classic rock, this is nice. Happy birthday, Bruce Johnston, sometime Beach Boy. Writer of Disney Girls, right?
Yeah, and I'd like to write the song. He does a Barry Manilow hit too. One of the. I write the songs.
I write the songs.
Think of it.
Okay.
I know the song Disney Girls.
I don't know that.
Not bad. You don't that? I may be wrong. I thought that was one of his tunes.
Well, no, I just never heard of the song. Nothing wrong with that.
This is sad. I probably shouldn't read this.
Okay, good.
Let's move right along. The death of the great bass player from The Who, John Entwistle. We actually spoke to him back. Did you ever meet him, Pat?
No.
A great player. Just stood there stoic and let the other guys dance around. That concludes our broadcast.
Sounds like Tom liked John Entwistle because he knew his place.
It did sound like that.
He stood there stoic.
He let the other guys.
That is a very fair observation.
And it explains everything.
That's important.
Fascination with puppets.
And not enough people today.
From Penn and Teller.
Just shut up.
Not enough people know that in this world.
Oh, well, I think we all are changed hearing it now. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. For God's sake, please log in your opinion. No, I need more news from the uninformed. I was going to say it's time for our little thing, but we can't do it here. We'll have to do it in a few minutes. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have a very interesting story from space dealing with satellites. We have a lot of kid news. We have camel milk. We have bears in the news. And
hi.
Now, do you remember what it means, Christy, to be murdered out?
To be murdered out.
Murdered
when the car's
out.
all blacked out.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's kind of coming up in a really cool way in the news. You'll be, I think, pleasantly surprised, and I'll be able to make a call back to something we just discussed, which makes me very excited. From the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
I remember we weren't prepared to do this. We're completely doing this.
That's why I'm stalling.
G-L-O-R-I-A, glory.
That's not Clint Black Sabbath.
No.
Now, how do you introduce Mr. Sabbath?
I don't know. I haven't done this in 15 years.
Okay.
But you just take certain lyrics of some songs and put them with another song.
I see.
Like he's going to play Born to Be Wild. Listen, and I'll tell you about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer, yeah. Barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, yeah. Up from the ground come a bubbling crude. Black gold Texas tea. Sweet tea.
Nothing like sweet tea.
Try that.
I like drinking sweet tea.
That's nice.
Try one of the other ones. Whichever one you want to do.
How about
Your cheating heart will make you weak. You'll try and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole day through. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Oh, Lord, yeah.
All right.
This is James Sibley as Clint Black Sabbath.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's instruction. In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind.
Nice.
poisoning their brainwashed mind. Oh, Lord, yeah. Oh, Lord, all right, yeah. That's good enough. Oh, Lord, yeah.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Clint Black Sabbath.
Very.
That's great.
Makes it a lot.
I love that.
The Steppenwolf thing, the Born to Be Wild, you should do that if you ever go karaoke.
I got to do that one.
Yeah, do that. You can sing Beverly Hills. And you've heard the Purple Haze Green Acres thing, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love doing
Oh, wait, well, I haven't heard that.
I guess that always makes everybody
the words from
happy.
Green Acres fit great. Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
You know his work with Styx, and he's going to be doing some solo stuff for us.
Cool.
We have a performance room right next to this room. You can see through the glass. There he is.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear? Greg found all the drumsticks.
Yeah, you need a couple more.
Can you hear us?
I'm back.
All right.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
All right. Hold on.
Okay. Are you going to... Is there a... Is this...
I date tons of chicks. Well, I date one, but she weighs tons. Come on. Take your top off. Hey, Christy, what's in the news?
He likes those symbols.
That's very nice. Is that song called "Take Your Top Off"?
Yeah, that's my new tune. Big hit.
I like that
Let
very
me
much.
test you guys. You guys know music, right?
All right. Yeah, sure.
All right, okay. What song is this? What song is this? Name that tune.
Well, there's about 10,000
Yeah,
songs.
that start that way.
That's the B-52's Love Shack. I thought you guys knew music. How about this one?
Love Shack.
Walk like an Egyptian. Come on!
That was good. That was very nice. Can I do requests?
Certainly.
Can you do Mississippi Queen?
Whoa, where's, hold on.
You need cowbell.
Here we go. Come on. That's all I know.
That was beautiful. You nailed it. Hey, wait, what about a Honky Tonk Women from the Stones?
How's that go?
No, you got to get the cowbell. You got to get. I thought you knew music.
Come on.
I didn't know you were going to spin it on me.
There we go.
That's not it.
What's this?
That's Mississippi Queen again.
How about this song right here?
I don't know.
That's a Pink Floyd tune right in the middle of the song. There we go. A little power, a little thunder for you.
I give up.
All right,
What was that one?
I know, I was just laying down some funk. Okay, what's going on?
Lay it down.
Greg Hahn is our guest.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcast. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There's Christy Lee.
Hello.
Pat Godwin.
Hey.
Jeff Oskay. Josh Arnold. Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Hello. Tom, how are you?
Doing great over here. Thank you very much. Good to see you, Chick.
Howie Mandel related to Barbara Mandrell?
Howie Mandel is the son. Howie is the son of Nelson Mandela.
That's
okay.
it.
Yeah. He shortened
All right.
it.
Yeah, they did a great tour, Mandel and Mandela.
Yeah, I had Louis. Can you tell me the Mandrell sisters?
Barbara, let me think.
Squiggy,
No
Nope, no Squiggy.
no.
Skank.
I can see him. Louise or, yeah.
Barbara, Louise.
Twat.
There's one interesting.
Twat Mandrell.
None of them were named Twat.
I can't think of the other one.
Erlene.
How do you know this?
I don't know.
They were pretty, weren't they?
Yeah,
Are they still out? Are they still out there?
Part, yeah.
Are they still out there?
I think Erlene and Louise.
I know my grandparents, this was 20 years ago, saw Barbara Mandrell in Branson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
She was perky.
Yes. Plucky.
And now, a poem. I'm sorry. I think we have something on the big screen here. I'm not sure we can adjust it so we can see what's happening. There we go. There it is. There it is. It's Mr. Jeff Oskay. Nice tie.
Oh, thank you. I'm wearing my golf tie today.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you. I'm here at the Failed to Mention News Desk because we give you a lot of the news each week. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention.
Here's Jeff Oskay with Failed to Mention News.
We received a letter earlier in the week that a fan looked up Josh Arnold's net worth on the internet, and according to the internet, Josh Arnold is worth over $1 billion.
That's yes.
What you failed to mention, I looked up the same on the internet for myself, and according to the internet and my ex-wife, it says I'm worthless. Does not feel like a compliment.
Well, then you should give her half of your net worth and tell her to say
she has it.
to sail out to sea and
it's about $40 worth of camel cash. Earlier in the week, I'm going to try this again because I don't feel that it got the love it deserved. I'm going to try to add a rim shot, see if it helps.
All right.
We learned that some people are allergic to semen.
Yes.
What you failed to mention, just do what most people with allergies do and pop a couple Bonadrills. No, still didn't work.
Bonadrills.
Bonadrills.
Yeah.
Nope.
Are you allergic to semen? Why not try Bonadrill?
Yeah.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
I don't have allergies.
Here's the thing.
He's talking about Benadryl.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Trust me on this. This should be the new running joke every segment. What you missed, sponsored by Bonadrill.
Bonadrill.
Yep.
Oh, did you see this? There are new micro robots that go inside of you and clean out your sinuses.
Ah, cool.
What you failed to mention, snot if I have any say about it.
Hey.
Nope.
What?
We liked it.
I'm just playing. I'm having fun. Apparently their spokesperson is John Machida Jr. for the micro robots.
I don't know who knows.
Is Don Machida Jr. the fast talking guy?
Fastest talking man.
the micro machine guy?
Micro machine guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, because they're micro robots.
If it's not micro machine, it's not they're not micro.
They're not the real thing.
He is from Columbus, Ohio, believe it or not.
Really?
Is that commercial still out there?
I don't think so.
No, not for like 30 years. But it's you, Tom. I figured you wouldn't care.
No, I would enjoy it. I just didn't.
He has a point.
People who experience frequent nightmares die sooner than those who don't. What you failed to mention, that's why I drink at night till I pass out. I haven't had a nightmare in 37 years. Police were called and crowds were dispersed after parents hired two strippers to dance for their son in the parking lot of his junior high graduation. Well, you failed to mention, apparently the kid tipped the girls in Pokemon cards.
At the junior high graduation.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
We couldn't believe. We were astounded.
Real dirtballs.
yes.
As rad as it is.
As rad.
Yeah, but I made this. Is it okay then for the Little League coach to take the kids to Hooters for lunch after the game?
I think that's okay.
Yeah.
You think that's okay? How does it differ from this?
Well, first of all, the Hooters waitresses don't grind against you.
Yeah.
No matter how much you tip.
Yeah.
No matter how much wing sauce you try.
And they are put out. Oh, I'm sorry.
We heard a study saying that snacking while at the grocery store is not considered rude as long as you pay for what you ate at the checkout. What you failed to mention, of course, that's why they have the hot and ready rotisserie chickens right at the front of the store. That way you can grab one and snack while you shop. That's what I do.
Man, I want to see that song.
And finally, a monkey.
Then that person's going to walk up and go, "Hey, do you have any wet naps?"
I get the instant mashed potatoes. Dip them in that. A monkey, and finally, a monkey ripped down a "Do Not Feed the Monkeys" sign and tore it up. What you failed to mention, I know how he feels. I don't know who keeps posting the "Do Not Feed the Oskay" in the break room, but knock it off. I'm Jeff Oskay. This has been the News of We.
Yay. Jeff, thank you very much.
Chick, that was brought to you by whom?
I forget the name of it. Bonadrill. Are you allergic to semen? Try Bonadrill.
Oh, God. Now, it's time to head back over to the Silac news desk, the Silac Insurance Company.
A new satellite coated in an ultra-dark substance known as Vanta Black is set for launch, designed to combat the growing problem of satellite light pollution.
This is cool. We had the story about the invention of this stuff a while back. There was also the thing we had about, I think it was Purdue University. They, some engineers up there invented like the whitest white. And remember this story? And you could like paint buildings with it. And
it reflects the sun and it doesn't get as hot.
Yes, it was something like that. But this is the blackest black.
The coating, officially known as Vanta Black 310, absorbs 99.965% of visible light. It is often described as the blackest material on Earth. This material has been engineered to survive the extreme heat and radiation of space, and the goal is to reduce sunlight reflections from satellites, which disrupt astronomical observations.
You heard that, what's that? That soda pop company's Fanta is coming out with Fanta Black.
Oh, really?
It's kind of a licorice-based. It's just delightful. Nice black soda.
The wonderful taste of black licorice.
Licorice-flavored soda.
It doesn't, but Vanta Black sounds like, what's her name? It's Vanta Black sounds like Vanna White's arch-evil enemy.
Yes, yeah.
Vanna White versus Vanta Black.
Scientists will monitor the satellite in orbit to determine if the coating performs as intended. The Vanta Black satellite launch is planned for 2020.
Is this light pollution in space or light pollution from the satellites down here on Earth?
Space.
In space.
Oh, okay. What's the problem?
Astronomers can't see other things.
Oh,
because
I gotcha.
But apparently this is, I guess, really controversial.
Why?
Someone else. I honestly, this sounds terrible, but they say there is something blacker than this.
Oh, okay. I got you. I see.
When this was announced originally.
But hey, if it works, it works.
99.965% is pretty much almost 100% in my book.
So it's Vanta Black is the opposite of me.
Yes.
Isn't it weird that, black is the absence of all color, but white is the presence of all colors?
Yes, wouldn't it be the other way?
It always seemed weird. Because if you took a piece of paper and crayons and you put every color in his mind, it's not going to turn white.
Well, but it's all about reflection.
It is. It's the light.
That's right.
I think refraction.
Now, yes or no? You're the one that would be the judge of this. Yes or no, in a serious matter. Wouldn't Vanta Black be a cool name for a heavy metal band?
Yeah, it would be.
Vanta Black.
Yeah.
And that's currently very popular in the automobile world, the so-called murdered out, flat black cars are kind of a thing right now.
I love the matte black. Can't get enough of it. On the car, sunglasses, whole thing. I love it.
Yeah, you have a matte black fridge?
Favorite color? Not yet.
Oh.
The matte black cars, well, I don't know. I've been told you can't take them through a car wash.
What?
There's something about
that doesn't make any sense at all.
A guy just told me that last week.
Huh.
You got to hand wash them.
And there's already a licorice flavored soda. It's called Jägermeister.
Yeah. Oh, are you watching that show with John Hamm?
I am not.
And
Friends and Neighbors?
Yeah.
I am not, because you watched it first. I'm waiting for that memory to leave my brain so I can enjoy it.
Oh, I think it's great.
Oh.
See, I can't watch
There's a very funny Jägermeister scene.
See, now that scene's ruined. He'll ruin the whole thing for me.
I haven't watched it yet.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Well, anyways, Vanta Black. It's,
Researchers say camel...
the blackest thing out there, except for maybe...
Stop. Stop.
No. Go ahead, Christy. What's your next story?
Real quick.
Researchers say
there we go.
Kim Kardashian's part of the joke.
I think that's a safe way to go.
Okay. Right now,
dude,
I want to say hello to our friends at Raycon Earbuds right now. Chick McGee.
Raycon's everyday earbuds. Enjoy premium audio that goes where you do. Raycon's latest model, better than ever. 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity. You can pair two devices at once, and Raycon's quick charge, Jiffy Quick charge function. 10 minutes of charging, you get 90 minutes of battery. And Raycon's also come with active noise cancellation. Raycons start at just half the price of other premium audio brands and available in a variety of vibrant colors: royal blue, forest green, blush violet, cool mint, deep red, and many more. And Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom. Get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. Right now, Raycon, 15% off their best-selling everyday earbuds, but only at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick. Christy, coming up, you got what again?
Coming up, we have camel milk in the news. We have bears in a honey store. That seems like it writes itself, doesn't it? And then we have a couple of kids' stories you might be interested in, including Cursive riding his back.
Great. Handy.
That's your favorite stuff.
Okay. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, neatly printed, and this is the Bob and Tom Show. Wait a second.
I'll get that. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Kenny.
Hey, Shooter, I'd love to say we just landed, but I'm still driving.
Oh.
I know. Like I said yesterday, with all these spring breakers clogging up the airlines, I rented a car, making the most of my wizard number, but it's fair to say I've had my fill of Zone 4 people. I know. I just crossed over into IL from IN, and for once I didn't have to do a touch-and-go at ORD first.
Oh, nice.
I'm at a truck stop, and like most road dogs, I had to re-up on my supply of sugar-free Celsius and veggie straws, and I'd be giving anything to be in the Sky Club about right now, but unfortunately, my rental car has a nail in the tire. Yeah, I got to find a place to get my tire fixed.
Yeah.
I'll take a bird strike any day over this, but this is really going to set me back. Bob and Tom, hang on a sec. Let me ask this trucker if he knows a place to get my flat fixed around here.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. I found myself in a predicament. My right front is low. Picked up a nail. Would you happen to know a reputable tire place around these parts? Oh, you've definitely got yourself a flat there. That's going to turn into a roll down occasion. I only won't attend to it. That's why I roll on Goodyear tires. I don't use those commie brands. I wouldn't put those on a moped, but if you can make it up to Pete's Tire Center, you're only 2 miles away. I think it sounds good. Yeah, I'll try to find Pete. What you want to do is take a left out of here. You're going to go maybe a mile and a half on the south side of the road. You're going to see a sign for Joe Gin Spa. Now, if you can't make it all the way to Pete's, be sure to stop in there. Hey, Todd, I've got to take this. I got to call on my burner. They may not fix your flat at Joe Gin's, but you're going to feel like they did. Here, I've got a gift card that's got $40 left on it. I haven't been in almost a year on account of my cholesterol being what it is. When you get there, ask for Lou. Tell her you'll pass on the table sign, but you still want her to take a look at your undercarriage. Hey, gang, looks like this might take a while. Let's circle back and reload for tomorrow. We just landed.
Okay, thanks.
Easy, I'm right here. My God.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
I don't mean to be mean here.
You know what? You can ask me anything. Okay. I'm an open book. Just throw questions at me.
Do you eat kangaroo?
I personally don't. I'm vegan, so I'm one of those folks.
Sure.
How far into the interview did I manage to get that grandstanding in?
It's okay.
No, but kangaroo is a delicious lean meat. People love it down there.
Tom can't eat kangaroo.
No, it
right?
makes me jumpy.
Well.
Randy. I pulled that joke out of my pouch. Okay.
Good Lord.
I'm so sorry.
Good Lord
so sorry.
indeed, Randy.
I was trying to.
See, this is the thing. You're trying to set me up for gags. I'm just dead bad. I'm now the straight man. I'm playing I'm not the wacky character on the side. I'm just going to set them up, lob you some big balls, and you can knock them out of the park.
Thank you. Our guest is Randy Feltface. Mr. Feltface. Do you have brothers and sisters?
I don't. I'm an only, and I'm like the last of my species.
You're the last of the Feltfaces?
Yeah, I'm a critically endangered species.
Are you on Felt Facebook?
I am on Felt Facebook. I started Felt Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just me and Grover. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Sometimes he's near, and other times
at Randy Feltface. At Randy Feltface.
At Randy Feltface on all of the socials.
Instagram. I just put him up on Instagram.
TikTok. Are you TikToking?
I'm not TikToking. I'm Instagramming.
Get on the TikToks.
Okay.
We'll make one right after this. We'll just dance around like a couple of boomers trying to get attention.
All right.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
Oh, okay. Great. Yeah. I'm 44.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
How are you finding your 40s?
I love them, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
mate.
like a good mix between being an adult and still identifying as younger than that.
Right. You can still get away with. I have no idea where you are, by the way. I'm just looking generally in the studio. Are you finding like you've changed? Have you grown? Have you matured?
I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Like a fine cheese.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the aroma is there too.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's the state aroma of you. Is an aging cheese.
More sort of a Limburger.
Yes. Finally, I feel seen. Thank you, Randy.
I smell like a gym sock at this point. I've been on tour for so long. I'm literally just a felty. The sweat just seeps into my felt.
The puppet is dancing. I've never been happier.
It's Mr. Feltface to you.
There is Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
The I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Willie Griswold. Willie can't speak. He's laughing so hard. Yeah. There's Ace Cosby.
You gotta watch this tonight on YouTube.
I'm Chick McGee. Yes, you can see all this on YouTube. And here is Tom.
Now, where do you find it on YouTube, Ace?
YouTube.com.
Now, I thought we would introduce our guest once again. He is Randy Feltface. Are you self-conscious about not having ears?
I work great on radio.
Okay.
It's literally just me dancing.
Yep.
Tune in on YouTube. It'll make more sense.
Yeah, sure. Now, you probably have trouble hearing me since you don't have any ears.
I do. They're just very small.
Okay.
Really, really tiny.
Yeah,
Yes.
little ears.
Same goes for the nose, obviously.
Yeah, no, I don't have a nose.
Okay.
Randy, you don't have a nose. How do you smell?
Terrible. Bow. Chicka down. Woo. Does that mean I'm officially part of the team now?
Yes, you are.
Yes, I did it.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Jeff Oskay is here.
Yes, sir.
There's Josh Arnold.
Christy, is that a frock you're wearing?
For my sweater?
Yeah.
I would say a wrap, actually.
A wrap.
It's just a cardigan over my shoulders. I don't have my arms through. It's
A
just
shawl?
thrown over my shoulder.
Oh, shawl isn't. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios.
Not that old yet.
O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Service you need fast, get it from professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
I'm still working on this Clark Gable line from Gone with the Wind. If they did an alternate take,
Cool. What do you guys want to do?
No, I've heard that rumor, and I'm just wondering if that's true. If they did a softer version.
Well, I'm sure they did.
Christy, did you ever read Gone with the Wind?
I did not.
Yeah, I wonder if that line's in the book. I never read it.
No, I did not read it.
Wait, it's a book?
Oh, yeah.
Margaret
Yes.
Mitchell?
Big book. Like a War and Peace size.
Yeah, Margaret Mitchell, of course, famously married to Richard Nixon's John Mitchell.
John Mitchell.
You may recall.
Yeah, Margaret Mitchell was. They tried to sort of gaslight her into thinking she was crazy.
Yeah. By the way, according to this news account, they did film an alternate version of the line that was filmed apparently on this date in 1939. Gone with the Wind director Victor Fleming had Clark Gable do a censored retake saying, "Frankly, my dear, I just don't care."
I mean, it makes sense they would have him do that.
It says at the time the so-called production code banned the use of the word damn in mainstream movies.
Oh, yes.
The code was amended just before the movie's release, allowing the original line to remain. It became the most famous line ever in the film.
Yeah.
Apparently, they also...
Oh, boy.
Oh, a more
Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
more street version?
Yeah, so they're going to show, because they're bringing it back out this summer, along with Jaws. It's going to be a double feature that'll take all year. And then, he goes off, it's several versions, like, frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a rat's ass.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't make the cut. Didn't have that Civil War.
Frankly, Scarlett, it's not going to suck itself. Which is a really odd take.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going down the street.
Right.
And then, the director's going, Clark, for God's sake. Come on.
Here's what was in the film, Tom. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
And that awesome backdrop,
Yeah.
lighting, and
Weren't they on the staircase?
and
No,
that
he's
they're
at
by
the,
trees outside with a nice.
why did I think
He's
it was on the
looking back
staircase?
on the front door, right?
Yeah.
Well, and,
fiery.
I was so bored during the movie. What was he upset about?
I don't know.
What didn't he care about?
What am I going to do? Or something like that, right?
I think she said the DoorDash was running late.
Right.
And he was like,
Okay.
frankly, I don't give a damn.
Okay, good.
You mean
So
the war's
DoorDash
going to prevent my food?
took its time growing, I guess.
I'm so hungry for my Outback, and it's not here yet. My blooming onion. Oh,
Rat, what's a girl to do?
Frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a rat's ass.
Red, touch me again in my South pouch.
That's what they used to say.
That's what the ladies, yes.
I think
call it the Southern pouch.
Frankly, Scarlett, it was a preseason game. I don't give a damn. Scores don't count.
What did she call it, Pat?
Her peach pit. It was Atlanta.
I see.
Right,
It
you're
sure
right.
was.
Oh, yeah.
Peach pit on every corner.
Okay. Wow.
Wasn't that the
Peach
bar
tree.
they hug?
Oh, peach
You know
tree.
what? The shot I'm thinking of, he says, tomorrow is another day.
Yeah.
That's
I thought
No,
it was-
the Peach Pit was 90210.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
the
I think
diner.
where she says tomorrow is another or something. I don't remember. You know what? It's time for a revisit.
I'm sure that we'll be told on emails, but
It's been a long time since I've watched it.
Frankly, Scarlett, I changed my Facebook status to single.
They say he had the worst breath, Clark Gable, because of wooden teeth.
Oh, really?
Wooden
All
teeth.
the actresses, yeah. He had wooden teeth, yeah.
Maybe not,
What do you
not the
mean?
cigarettes.
What do you mean he had wooden teeth?
Clark Gable had like wooden dentures that he would wear.
Wow.
And he apparently had the worst breath in Hollywood.
No.
Yeah.
That
Look
was
it up.
George Washington.
And Clark Gable.
Okay.
Interesting.
I thought the wooden teeth thing was a myth with George Washington.
They have altered the ending, or that scene for modern times.
Yeah.
Frankly, Scarlett, my pronouns are they and them. A very different story now.
Yeah. Very odd, really. You're right, Pat. It says Clark Gable had serious dental issues.
Wooden teeth.
Apparently the dentures were really...
His dentures weren't well fitted or cleaned properly, which led to chronic halitosis.
Ew.
Vivian Lee dreaded their kissing scenes, complaining about his breath.
So would someone whittle you a set of teeth?
They must have.
Yeah, dentists back then, they also
whittle.
They carved duct decoys, is what they were doing. Yeah.
A little side hustle.
Oh, yeah.
But you'd think they would have been custom made.
Yeah.
How crazy.
Wow. It says it's, quote, the worst kept secret on the set. The crew members would back up when he approached.
Wow.
And the crew members even joked about needing gas masks when Clark Gable was on
You
set.
think he would know, right?
Maybe he did, but he couldn't do.
Maybe he didn't give a damn.
Yeah.
Frankly, I'll be doing just fine. On the side. Well, that's interesting. Thank you very much. Did you have a song for us, Pat?
I have done probably the only tribute to Anna. How do you pronounce her name? Windtower?
Wind Tower. Oh, we have
look
her
it up.
in the
Is it
news.
pronounced Wind Tower or Winter?
Wintour. I say Wintour, but I don't know.
Wintour?
Anna Wintour is stepping down as editor-in-chief of Vogue, but she's not going far. She told her staff she's searching for a new editorial lead to manage day-to-day operations, while she, of course, retains overall editorial control.
Is she the one the movie's based on?
Yes, Devil Wears Prada, and she is the one that has the bob haircut and the bangs like mine.
And always wears sunglasses.
Yes, Miss Wintour will continue as Condé Nast's chief content officer.
She's the chief, all right.
Now, is she still going to be making fur coats out of Dalmatians?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And global editorial director of Vogue. The new editor will report directly to her. Boy, that would be fun job. She joked, and I quote, "I plan to remain Vogue's tennis and theater editor in perpetuity."
In perpetuity?
That's a hard one. It's a hard word.
Especially after Tennyson.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of syllables.
Tennis and theater.
Oh, tennis and theater?
Yes, in perpetuity. Wintour will oversee
I want to know anyone who says, I really want to be the tennis and theater writer.
Who wears sunglasses indoors.
Get away from me.
She'll still oversee multiple Condé Nast titles, from Vanity Fair and GQ to Bon Appetit and Wired, and continue her role leading the annual, of course, Met Gala.
Oh,
or Gala.
Idiotic.
But she's got a worn dildo.
Boy. You know what? She's the kind of woman that probably tells her dildo no.
Not tonight.
Bad dildo.
You got a song about her?
Yeah, the only tribute probably ever done. So here we go. Woo! Devil with the Prada, Prada, Prada. Devil with the Prada on. Devil with the Prada, Prada, Prada. Devil with the Prada on. Yeah. I saw a little movie just the other day with Stanley Tucci and Anne Hathaway. Meryl Streep was playing this fashion bitch, neither than Dr. Lecter or the wicked old witch. Oh, I thought it was fiction, some made-up life, not a documentary about my ex-wife. Woo! Devil with the Prada, Prada, Prada. Fashion means nada to me. Oh, devil with the Prada, Prada, Prada. Wear the same T-shirt and blue jeans. Woo!
Yeah.
There you go. And no one's doing that.
No.
Thank you very much, Bill.
Nobody's doing that.
Nobody.
Right now, it's time to say Java House, the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show.
Drinking
Java House.
all the Java.
Java. Drinking all the Java
House. It's also Java House, the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. I think I'm due for a little bit of Java House. I'm in the mood for a hydration drink, a little bit of Arctic freeze.
Mm-hmm.
Java House, it's all about convenience. Here's one right here. The Java House, you don't put this into a Keurig machine. No, you just peel and pour, and it's ready to rock. And it's hot cocoa, coffee, teas, lattes, energy drinks.
Take them anywhere. If there's water, you got to drink.
There you go. Java House is once again the perfect solution for your office. We have it here, of course, in our break room, and we love it here. You could get a very special treat. Java House might be able to come to your office for a free in-office demo. Details at javahouse.com. This offer, I think, is just about to expire, so I'd recommend taking care of this today. I'm not exactly sure on that date. Javahouse.com. Find out about the peel and pour pods and about the delights of amazingly smooth cold brew Colombian. And it's a snap to make it because you don't have to stick it in the machine and worry about all that. And by the way, these pods are environmentally friendly, biodegradable, et cetera, et cetera. So once again, it's javahouse.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. There's also a special thing where you can get 25% off your order if you use the code word Bob and Tom. One big long word, BOBANDTOM. That's Java House. Coming up in the news, I think we're finally going to get to our story about camels. Also, do you give your kid an allowance, and how much is it? And what is the national average? I was quite surprised. You may be, too. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
with your brewer, switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Maria, were you a temp? Did you ever?
I was temp for a long time, about 7 years, and I was like how they make every job sound like, so crazy,
we do things a little differently around here. We're a bit of a nut house. Hold on your hat. It's going to be a wild ride.
But it never is. I trained people in at offices, so I was like, oh, the fax machine's a little tricky. Yeah, you got to dial 9 to get out. No, a lot of people try to use the fax machine. They go, oh, it's not working. I said, did you dial 9? Once a week, Rajiv. No, every day we get bagels in the kitchen. There was week. Rajiv made some mini muffins. That's on a Monday. Guess what that's called? Mini Muffin Monday. I wish offices would be as crazy as they always promise. You get trained in, be like,
take me out of your pocket. Hi, I'm Zakynthos, the talking rabbit. I'm in charge of the volcano. Don't worry, you'll be working for Thor. He's always scrabbling through the recycling looking for quartz. He's a dwarf. Nude. Anywho, lunch is from 12 to 1, but there is a wrinkle in time, so just try to get back any time for the quickening. Here, your flippers, your barbecue tongs. If you have any questions, go back to the 5th dimension. I'll be sitting there on my lily pad. My only question is, when do I start?
Yeah.
That's a good job.
Wow.
Man.
I love that. Dial 9 for the fax machine. Remember that. Everybody's crazy. No, they're not. Okay. Thank you. Maria Bamford is with us. Wow, that's brilliant. That's very, very funny.
Did you ever work in an office, Tom? I don't think you have you?
Worked in a restaurant, right?
No. It's an interesting experience. Bob, did you ever work in an office?
Oh, yeah. I did a little.
I have issues with authority, you might have.
I know. That's why I was asking. You know what struck me is it's so quiet.
What, in an office?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Well, you're still, that's if people are actually doing work. Yeah.
And I had to work at a bank once when I was at temp, and I was stunned at how quiet it was.
And people whisper, you know what the saddest place in the world is when you're the temp and it's time for office birthdays and you didn't get the email because you're not on the system yet.
Right.
And you hear the voice of your coworkers rise from the conference room, happy birthday, everybody who had their birthday in the office this month. And if you cup your Curves mug against the conference room door, you can almost hear the happy scraping of plastic fork against paper plate. And later sometimes, guys, somebody comes by your cube and says, oh, there's cake left. Did the temp get any cake? What's her name again? Hey, my, if you want any cake, there's cake left.
Nice.
Cake? Temp want cake?
Yeah.
They all want cake.
Maria Bamford is our guest.
Wouldn't you like to know what Chick McGee does while commercials are playing?
I sure would.
Bob and Tom Show? Walk this way.
Okay. Here you go. You're going into the restroom.
Well, no, this happens sometimes.
Sometimes you have to do quick decision making.
It's locked.
Right?
Normally, everyone who works here knows that they shouldn't be in the bathroom when we're in commercials.
Of course.
Because I might have to use the bathroom.
Number one.
I can't use the bathroom any other time than when we're in commercials.
Number one or number two?
I'd rather not say.
Oh.
Well.
Hello.
Hang on. Your name, please?
Chris.
You're fired.
You taught him his lesson.
Oh, yeah! Woo! Ah, refreshing. Wait a minute. Did I fire him?
Yeah. Why aren't you gone?
Get your
Because he has no real power here.
I knew I had no power, but it still hurts when I hear it out loud. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin. Hey. Jeff Oskay. Yeah. There's Josh Arnold.
I got the blues. So bad.
Ace Cosby, O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Josh got the blues. Actually, I wanted to clarify. We had a story about the black color in the news, so-called Vanta Black.
Right.
In a little bit of controversy, some say it's the blackest substance ever created by man, and it's being used in space satellites so that they don't reflect anything. It's kind of cool.
Satellite in my eyes.
A one-man salute to the Dave Matthews Band.
Sans guitar.
Josh Arnold is.
How about this? Do you know who does this great
Dave
song?
Matthews.
Satellite of Love.
No, Kinky Friedman and the Grateful Dead haberdashery. I don't know. What?
Lou Reed. It's a Lou Reed classic.
Same thing.
A Lou Reed classic, and none of us knew it.
How about the band Georgia Satellite?
I love those guys.
I love
Got a
that
little
one.
change.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Pocket going, jing-a-ling-a-ling. I thought I'd call you on the telephone, baby. Just give you a ring.
Now, was that a cover?
No. Oh.
I think it was.
No, I thought you were going to say, was that a cover? There's a funny, you know the story I'm going to tell, Christy?
I don't know.
Dan Baird of the Georgia Satellites was in here.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice guy. And we asked him why he left the Georgia Satellites. And he said, I'll never forget, he goes, we'd become a Georgia Satellites cover band.
Change in my pocket, Colin.
That's a great song.
Thought I'd call you on the telephone, baby. Just give you a ring.
Now, in our defense, that was a song we would roller skate to as well.
Oh,
My brothers and I
okay.
in the basement. So it wasn't all
Xanadu and
yeah.
What was their What was their other big hit?
Battleship Chains.
Yeah.
Oh, they had great.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Is it?
know that.
Got me tied up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, I like it.
Boy, oh boy. Quite the vocal.
Did you sing that one?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's one of them. You got one over there?
I don't. There it is.
Starts off awesome.
Christy and I were killing it.
Clean guitar.
I got a little
Change in my pocket.
Going.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. I'd call you on the telephone, baby. Give you a ring.
Each time I call.
Same old thing. Always no hugging, no kissing. Until I get a wedding
That's where he
ring.
gets you.
Yeah.
Baby.
I
Love upon no shelf.
Give me no line.
And keep your hand to yourself. Hello, Chuck Berry. That's great.
It's a great song. Hold up, baby, baby, baby.
No, it just gets
Why do you
better.
want to treat me this way? You're a lover boy. About free milk in a cow.
He no kissing.
Till I get a wedding.
What is that? What is that referencing? That
Milk and cow?
No, the
No huggy, no kissy.
Hank Williams, maybe?
Not the lyrics, but the sound of that.
Yeah, it is kind of a
little yodel goes the falsetto.
yeah.
Yodel.
It's great. Anyway,
who's that guy in Mars Attacks? They use his music to kill Slim.
Slim Whitman.
Slim Whitman. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Slim Whitman.
It does that real high.
Yeah.
Well,
oh boy, if only we had some Slim Whitman.
I thought they only sold his music on TV late at night.
They sold a lot of it. So anyway, I forget why I was talking about this. Oh, because they're the Georgia Satellites. They're painting these satellites.
That is insane.
Are you a Slim Whitman fan, Tom?
That's insane.
Now, how much would you pay? Slim Whitman's greatest
I'll pay
hits.
it a
This is Cattle Call.
I mean, it's a skill.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I had a greatest hits album of his. It was more of a Whitman sampler.
Can you imagine the producer coming and go, look, we're not serious about this, right?
Yeah, they let him do what he's got to do.
He paid for the studio.
That kind of music. The best one of those, of course, is this classic.
God, I hope it's obscure as the day is long.
The saddle again. Out where a friend is a friend.
He doesn't yodel at all.
No.
He's just singing weird.
Is that Gene Autry?
Yeah, it's classic Western swing. It's used.
It's not.
It is different.
We're talking
You know
about
what?
Slim
No.
Whitman.
You remind me of the kid who's got, what you guys doing? Can I be a part of it? It's like, we're having fun over here. Go to
No, you're not.
mommy, okay? Yeah, no, you're not. That's right. You're right. What am I thinking?
Remember in the movie Semi-Tough?
Shut up about Semi-Tough. I've had it up to my eyeballs.
Now, Pat, when you went from that, shall we say, fallow period of
That lasted 12 years.
did you, when you were done, lean back and start singing to yourself, "I'm back in the saddle again"?
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I never did.
Yeah, no, there's a famous Aerosmith song called that, but it's completely different.
I'm back.
Great song.
Yeah, that is a good song.
So we were talking about satellites, and
When they could sing, yeah.
we've gotten off track because of this new story about the blackest black ever invented. And by the way, there's an obscure fact about this. This color of black, it's once again used for satellites.
And it's called Vanta black?
Yeah.
Yep.
And they granted the exclusive rights to use the color for artistic purposes to an artist named Anish Kapoor.
Exclusive rights?
Yes, to this color. And then as a joke, another artist named Stuart Semple decided to create the pinkest pink, which he made available to everyone except Anish Kapoor. So a little obscure,
That's funny.
a little color fight. But now the reason I brought this up is I thought in my head when I read this story that maybe we had a story about the whitest white.
White is white.
My baby back.
Wayne Brady?
No, it's engineers at Purdue University, according to CNN, developed a paint that can reflect up to 98% of sunlight. The so-called ultra-white paint is made with a chemical compound called barium sulfate, which I'm
And
sure
this
you're all
could keep
familiar.
buildings cool and cut air conditioning costs, the whole thing.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Why aren't we all using it?
This was just a couple of years ago, so kind of neat. If you were to use this paint to cover a roof, it will give you the cooling power of 10 kilowatts. So
wow,
it may become more important than air conditioning.
Wow, that really brings it home.
Yeah, no joke.
Once you convert it into kilowatts, now I understand.
You know,
that's
how many
like,
air conditioners
No,
is
I've got it. It's like 1 kilowatt 10 times. You understand?
I think I forgot that I'm dealing with Philistines. Very rarely does making something white make it cooler.
Okay, just because.
I mean, I give you Pat Boone. Usually, something's.
I will not sit here and have you insult Mr. America, Pat Boone. Tutti Frutti, all Rudy.
Oh God! Wow, that's so. You paint the building. It's so white that when the wind blows through it, you can hear yacht rock.
Ah, all right.
Yeah, that works.
Are there any black artists in yacht rock?
It's so white.
Well, yeah.
It was
I think James Ingram's considered.
Oh, okay, there we
yacht
go.
rock.
I love him. I love
that
him.
weird Quincy Jones tack he took at one time or another. Patty Austin, I think, is yacht rock.
Cool.
Yamo be there, right?
Yamo be there, definitely. Well, Michael McDonald, I think, is always yacht rock. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we've
Speaking of
covered
music, thousands of music fans are descending on a farm in southwest England for the legendary Glastonbury Festival. The event is licensed for up to 210,000 people. Headliners include Neil Young, Olivia Rodrigo, and the band The 1975.
Oh, I like them.
I do too. I saw them open for One Direction a few times. Brooklyn Brewery, the official beer provider, expects to serve more than 1.2 million pints.
How many kilowatts is that?
Well, I can tell you it's about 2 swimming pools worth of lager.
Don't you find it interesting, though? He thinks we're all the stupidest people.
Oh, absolutely.
But he draws a simile with kilowatts, and he expects
He
us
has
to
no
understand
idea
it.
what 10 kilowatts
Of course
is.
he doesn't. No.
I was just reading.
Yeah.
I ask people.
I get around.
I was trying to give Purdue the props they deserve for
Boiler
inventing
up.
this stuff.
Yes, we love Purdue. The 1,000-acre site includes more than 4,000 toilets, and there's also both men and women's urinals.
That's why I gave you the story.
Oh, female urinals.
That's why I gave you the story, because, I mean, I couldn't care less about this music festival. What is a female urinal?
I don't know. I've never seen one.
I've
never seen a
It's like a
female.
male urinal. They just turn around and
backwards,
sit.
I guess?
Or maybe they.
Yeah.
Or they
I bet
push
they can kind of go forward and
Do you straddle it?
forward.
Probably. You probably just kind of saddle up
Well,
to it.
now I got to look it up.
And now,
So-
can you practice holding back one and just releasing the other?
Yes.
You think every time women sit,
Tom?
every time women sit to pee, they have to hold in a poop?
Are you?
I think physiologically that's not possible. I don't think.
They're
you seriously that dumb?
They're so used to sitting. I mean, while you're there.
Yeah, but
No, we don't do it at the same time. Oh my God.
No, what yeah.
So what's a female urinal?
I'm looking it up.
$5. No, wait a minute.
That's Grecian urn.
I'm sorry. You're right. Sorry, Pat.
Well, I don't know because
Thanks for being there, buddy.
when you look it up,
It's a good idea.
Look it up.
But how does it work?
Maybe they're just calling it a female urinal. And
women's
it's a toilet.
urinal. Here's a video. This girl's going to a festival.
Oh, yeah.
Send it to me immediately.
This is so hot.
Equal power is what her shirt says.
Equal power.
Yes. And then, she just hovers over. It looks
hole.
like she's just hovering over a hole. Like, I don't know.
Jeez.
Why don't they just have like a jockstrap on the end of a tube or a cup, an athletic supporter?
So it's nothing. It really isn't a thing. It's just is it a smaller
it's a
hole?
thing. I'm looking at pictures now.
It's a
I don't
thing.
I don't think it's possible to have a number 2 at a female urinal.
Well,
You gotta-
no, we're not. We're going
You'd have to
number
have
one.
You'd have to have more careful aim.
they look very similar to male urinals.
And a
but
plunger.
So you just back into it, ladies?
No, you walk up, you front.
You walk up.
Do you have to lean back and pinch?
No, learn about the female
What
anatomy.
the hell's wrong with you?
You don't know where the vagina is, do
Turn
you?
the
We
lights
do
on.
not pee and
Yes,
poop out of the
I
same
know where
hole.
it is.
There's a little chick clip. For you.
Oh, thank you.
This Pequel that I just showed you is at Glastonbury. This is what they're using there. So
And they go front in, right? This says it's 6 times quicker than.
Oh, it's got to be.
Yeah, here, Tommy.
Why is it?
You know what? It does. I think you do sit on it.
yeah, it says it kind of
This is the
looks
one
like
from the
it's on the
festival.
floor. Yeah,
Yeah, it kind of does look low.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, Tom. But it's
squat and go. That's
it's
what
almost
they call it.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You squat over it,
You
and,
squat over it, go, and you just go.
And
you
you're
don't
out.
sit. You just
Right.
squat and go.
but they say that it increases speed.
Right.
But do you dab?
By
or do
6
you,
times.
You have to blot, or you just go?
You do a jumping jack and you're out.
Okay. All right. I'm down for that.
You ever jumping jack yourself dry?
No, I haven't.
Well,
Cartwheel over there.
This place is
Here.
this Glastonbury. They make a real big deal out of recycling. And is this the place? And I don't know the answer to this. Is this the festival where they were allegedly recycling the everything to make electricity or something, or they were drinking the urine? Isn't this the same place that did that?
I don't know.
I don't think they, other than Kevin Costner movie Waterworld, I don't think we're supposed to.
Yeah, Glastonbury to turn festival goer pee into fertilizer.
Yes. Okay, that's it.
Oh, there you go.
I remembered.
Yeah,
I
they're
knew
not
he had
drinking it.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, and this says some women find the female urinals awkward and, unhygienic.
They say here I'm watching their website that they clean them regularly. They use sanitizer,
The women
and you
don't have
don't
to
touch
sit. Yeah,
anything
exactly.
because you just are leaning. You're just squatting.
This one says the reusable funnels need to be cleaned.
They're not, but there's no funnel.
And probably not.
There's no funnel.
There's no
Tom.
way it's dirtier than a toilet.
They're just squatting over a like a
we're-
hole in the. Oh.
Yeah, we saw some odd cartoons.
Okay, I was looking up to see a picture of the squat and go, and one of the choices Google gave me was squat and gobble.
That sounds like a sex move.
I would,
Squat and gobble.
No, it's kind of like just on the floor, and you squat over it and pee. There's nothing you have to touch.
And this says this is a different article, and it says female urinals are being demonstrated at Glastonbury. So
Yeah. Yes.
they're apparently on the cutting edge.
Well, the squat and go I've got looks like a squatting stool.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
like
no, that's...
Like you're supposed to pull your knees up to your chest when
Like a
you're
squatty potty type deal?
Just like it looks exactly like the squatty potty, only it's called squat and go.
Now, you must be looking at one different than this. Christy, this one says, pee while standing for the ladies using a disposable or reusable funnel device called a female urination device or a FUD.
Oh, that's different than the Pequel.
Or a she-wee.
Be very, very quiet.
That's totally different.
I'm watching girls pee.
Couldn't that be hilarious if Elmer Fudd was the spokesman for the she-wee?
Something.
So we'll see if this takes. Yeah, but Glastonbury, they were. I remember.
I think most women are going to love it.
I remember.
Pequel was at Glastonbury too. Yeah.
This is they banned plastic one-off stuff years ago. So that's their whole thing. Yeah. But
for them.
I'd be cool to see Neil Young. Who else is playing?
I wonder what he's going to whine about.
Olivia Rodrigo, the 1975. I don't know who else is
that this weekend, isn't it?
It says this week, so it's probably going on right now as we speak.
When do you think the last time Neil Young laughed was?
Isn't he married to
60 years ago?
Daryl
What do you mean you don't like Neil?
I like some of his songs very much.
Yeah,
isn't he just a sourpuss?
He's married to Daryl Hannah. She's pretty.
That ain't no sourpuss as far as I'm concerned. I want that tasty and fresh.
Okay, hang on.
I thought I was talking.
Who's this guy?
It's not Neil Young.
No.
I'll play pedal steel for him.
You like the Daryl Hannah? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, she's hot.
She was pretty. Yeah.
All right.
She made a nice mermaid.
We're
got a frosty quality to it.
Oh yeah.
she
doesn't want anything to do with anybody.
Yeah, my only encounter with Mr. Young in person was great. He couldn't have been a nicer guy. So I'm a fan. Now,
none of you know what you're talking about.
Well, when two a-holes meet, I'm sure they bond somehow. Yeah.
What is this? Isn't that like when an immovable object hits an irresistible force when two a-holes meet? Yeah, I think it's the same
I'm
principle.
sure Neil walked around going, man, that's a great guy.
I hope so.
Let me ask you something, Tom. Yes, of course. Who were the rudest you were to, and what class of people? Well, of course, you know.
Who were the rudest?
Now, Pat, you've got a great Neil Young story about the boat.
Oh, Neil Young was mixing an album, and he put a speaker, I think, in the barn. And,
is this when he erased all the tapes because he's a jerk? Yeah.
No. He was there. I think, was this the album Harvest?
I think so.
It was one of his. They were doing the mix, and he had a pond or something. So he's out in a boat.
A speaker in the barn, and a speaker like on the other side by the creek, and he would get in the middle of the lake and ask him to turn up more barn.
Oh God.
More barn. Yeah, they got the speaker.
Having fun. Listen to some tunes.
In the middle of the lake.
Oh, he's a genius.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay.
I think he's got a handful of songs.
Amazing songs
that are incredible.
Heart of Gold.
Absolutely.
Heart of Gold will live forever.
Yeah.
Rockin' the Free World. Oh.
I think that's terrific.
I think Old Man is pretty great.
Yeah. Now,
you know the best way to listen to Neil Young.
What would that be?
Is with your Raycon Everyday Earbuds.
Of course.
That's right. Raycon's latest model, better than ever. 32-hour battery life and multi-point connectivity. You can pair two devices at once. With Raycon's quick charge function, just 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery. I can't get out of my head that Neil Young's walking around talking what a great guy Tom is.
He really showed those poor people where they could shove it. You know what a great guy.
Yeah, David Crosby was a dick, but Neil was
a dick.
Neil was cool. Stephen was cool. Graham Nash is the nicest guy in the world.
Graham Nash could be the nicest man in the history
of the world. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it.
Yeah. Oh, he's great.
Okay.
David was kind of a dick.
That's an edit point. Raycon's active noise cancellation, and they start at just half the price of other premium audio brands, and Raycon has a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. Get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbud and already affordable price. That's Raycon, 15% off at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. When we come back,
and we have audio of Neil Young and Tom Griswold watching a fat woman walk by.
Oh, look at this. Hey, how much you think she weighs, Tom? Oh, God, I don't know. 4 or 5 pills, I'm sure.
You're a terrific guy.
She doesn't remember the last thing she ate. Oh, I know what you mean, Neil. Boy, oh, boy. Here's my number. You call me.
She ate a heart of lard.
Aren't we good men?
Aren't we good people?
Let's go to with a meeting
You know
together.
who's a jerk? Graham Nash. He's a jerk. I couldn't agree more.
Coming up, Cursing Cursive. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, yeah.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
Through the glass. There we go. I hear it right now. That is the sound.
Oh, yeah.
The sound of the band. Here come the Mummies.
Dirty minds think alike. We got our heads in the gutter and our fingers in the pie. Dirty minds think alike. We got our heads in the gutter and our fingers in the pie. Looking at you from a distance, you seem so sweet and innocent. I can spot the bad girls a mile away. It takes one to know one. It's true, we're two, we think alike. Never fighting off temptation. Take advantage of this nasty situation. Dirty minds think alike. We got our heads in the gutter and our fingers in the pie. Here we go. Act surprised and disgusted. You know damn well that you've been busted. I can see the naughtiness in your eyes. Seen in your eyes. If you wanna come and grab it, life's too short for playing games. Never fighting off temptation. Take advantage of this nasty situation. Dirty minds think alike. We got our heads in the gutter and our fingers in the pie.
Bobby Tommy, y'all so dirty.
You know we love it dirty. Dirty minds think alike. That's right. Dirty minds think alike. We got our heads in the gutter and our fingers in the pie. Dirty minds think alike. We got our heads in the gutter and our fingers in the pie. Dirty minds. Dirty minds. Dirty minds. Dirty minds. I'm dirty. I'm dirty. I'm dirty minds. Think alike.
Wow.
Hi, it's Josh Arnold from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
It turns and sways.
Okay.
Well, thanks for the call. Have a great day today. We're going to move
And I've got
forward.
one more thing. May I say one more thing? I've been waiting 20-some years for this. Is everybody listening?
Yeah, we're listening.
Okay. Chick, go back 20-some years, 1998, Fort Wayne, Indiana, all weekend with me.
What? There we go.
Yes. Finally.
I have, okay, whatever you say.
Okay, remember, and listen to this. You went by your real name when you checked in, and you invited me for the weekend. Now, wait.
Oh, God.
I'm going to get shot for this. And you ordered grapes and Miller Lite beer.
Yeah, that sounds like me, all right.
That's right.
Yep, that's me, okay.
Okay, Deborah, we got to go here. Christy, give me the teaser.
That couldn't have gone better.
Yeah.
Somehow I blame you.
No, not. Hello, and welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. And I am worthless.
I got an update for you.
Neil Young stuff. There's Christy and Pat.
Yes,
Josh
what's
and
your
Jeff
update?
and Ace. I'm Chick. Yes, Tom.
We were talking about the Glastonbury Music Festival. A couple 100,000 people there.
I've always wanted to go to that one.
Yeah,
that'd be something. Yeah.
See Neil Young. Last year it was Dua Lipa, I think. Oh.
Oh, there
I'm
you go.
levitating.
You could
Yeah,
you
you
could
are.
stand by the stage and yell "levitating."
I love that song.
Their whole set. That'd be great.
But they have what they call I was reading this article and I gave it to Christy about there are female urinals there. I didn't know what they were.
And
but
at Glastonbury, I'm sure they say urinals.
Yes, something very odd.
yeah, I have that cover in the back of my pickup.
No, the British shows they say urinals.
Oh, they do?
Yep, absolutely.
Huh. Do they
Not
say
urinals.
urine?
No, they say urine.
Like,
but
here's
it's
a urine sample?
Urinals.
Urinals.
I notice it every time I'll be watching one of my shows, and they'll pop up with urinals. Yeah.
Okay. But the reason they have the separate pee-only female urinals is because they were collecting all the pee. It's a company called NPK letters, NPK Recovery. They are taking the water from the festival and they are turning it into fertilizer.
Yeah, nitrogen.
How about that? Why not? I mean, it's a huge source.
And the guy's quoted as saying, "Well, if we can get the MDMA out of it,
yeah.
So who knows if is that Molly? Is that what
Or ecstasy? Or
ecstasy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's all the same thing.
Gotcha.
So you can, I guess, fertilize your mushrooms with. But interestingly enough, though, so there's a whole. This is their whole thing is earth friendly recycling and the urine thing, and I'm surprised R. Kelly isn't on the bill.
Plays in jail.
Oh, okay. Did he save his?
They wouldn't let him out to do a gig.
Okay. Back to you, Christy Lee.
Georgia schools are bringing back cursive writing. Starting in the 2025 school year, 3rd through 5th graders will once again be taught how to write in cursive.
They don't teach it anymore?
No.
I didn't know.
According to WSB TV, the Georgia Department of Education says handwriting practice in cursive helps improve reading and spelling by activating parts of the brain linked to literacy.
That's exactly right.
Teachers have been saying for years and years.
It's very handy if you're applying for a job in 1850.
Now for the let's listen to Tom's illuminating argument against what they're saying.
Officials say cursive boosts writing fluency and helps free up mental energy for more advanced thinking and writing tasks.
That's why it was taught for so long.
Yes, it's a beautiful form.
Tom, your thoughts?
You're wasting your time.
Well, I'll tell you, my son just had his graduation party. He got 100 cards, let's say. 3/4 of them, I had to read the card to him because the adult wrote it in cursive and he had no idea what they said.
So he wasn't taught cursive in school.
It's a form of illiteracy.
I'll tell you what, they could teach them cursive, just better not teach them no sex education. I don't want them learning all about that.
You know what?
You need a vacation.
I agree with my new friend here.
Hey, that's right.
Just keep sex ed out of the school.
My Uncle Clem taught me everything.
Damn right. Ain't good enough for Uncle Clem, ain't good enough for the school.
Got kind of confused about which hole was right.
That's right.
I finally sorted it out.
Oh, boy.
No, it's a waste of time.
It's not a waste of time.
Oh, well, in case they become doctors, they can write prescriptions that can't be read.
How do you sign documents? How do you...
No, let alone what the teacher said is exactly right.
Right.
When you focus like that.
Of course.
Now you can read the Christmas card from your grandma with a $5 bill in it.
You know, of all the people...
$5.
It is puzzling that you're on this side of this argument.
Because you weren't good at cursive, is that
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
That's
Something
exactly
happened.
what
Right.
happened.
Yeah. Something happened.
Yes.
I think he
There's
asked
gotta
the
be a
girl out
reason.
at the lockers.
Right.
Yeah, something about she was writing her note.
Oh, sure. Marlene Klein can write great cursive. And when she puts the reinforcements on her notebook holes.
Love the reinforcements.
No one is mad about cursive.
I am. I'm against it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Something personal happened.
Something happened to you. You want to admit it now? Or
You may not even remember.
No, I don't remember. I just hate it. It's confusing. Writing was
There you go.
Writing was confusing enough. Now I got to do it like this.
Writing wasn't confusing
Well,
enough.
how is it confusing?
And then you have to make remember the cursive capital F. It's
Yes.
like it's like drawing a map to Serbia from Paris.
Here we are. This has
it.
answered our question.
How about the Q or the Z?
Didn't you develop your own? Like, I have my own cursive now, you know, like...
Yeah.
You kind of do make it your own.
Yeah, you kind of make it your own.
It's sort of like Spanglish in writing. You kind of
It's a
fudge it.
mixture of printing,
and writing.
cursive.
That's
Yeah,
what it is.
exactly.
The only reason I got through college was because I printed neatly, and you figure some, graduate assistants reading some, the 400th
I'm
exam.
sure there's a lot of stuff going on when you were in college. Your father making harried phone calls. Donation.
Yes.
Donation. Buildings going on.
You don't have to name it after me. Just let my kid graduate.
Let him graduate. You can put an asterisk on it if you want. Just let him walk, okay?
No. I'm sorry, I'm opposed to cursive.
Hey, Tom, did your dad pay for your graduation too? Oh, yes, Neil. Yes, it did. You're a good man.
Now, do you think? Just another. Do you think
You know
that?
what? I get you.
Will people be signing checks in 10 years?
They may not be signing checks, but
You
they
know,
have
when
to
you
sign legal documents.
the Chase app, when you endorse, you would still have to endorse
Yeah,
it.
you endorse your back of your check.
When you do it on your app, you have to endorse the check.
Yeah.
Don't you have that thing where you're doing something and you have to click on which signature you like and you do it?
Well, there's that, but that's DocuSign, but that's
I mean,
different.
isn't everything going to be that way pretty soon?
Who's to say? Probably. You'll just put your palm up to whatever.
No, Andy, your prenup, did you sign that or was it DocuSign?
I forget. It was just so loud, the whole thing. She just talks, and then you get around her family. Oh, my God, talk and talk.
Oh, they're visiting this week?
I like this. Hey, Andy, how are things? Everything's so loud.
So loud. I'm going to go down to the hotel. She doesn't know about the hotel yet.
She hid your pistol, didn't she?
I'm not saying. She's a lovely woman.
Okay, thank you. I'm not sure how we got here, but we arrived. Thank you very much. And you know something?
Another week.
And no matter where we go, we'll be back. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.